All right, let's go ahead and party up. And then let's go ahead and zoom in. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you, fine nerds? How you doing, Zen, on the YouTube side? No worries. Almost kidding. It looks like my... I'll worry about that later, potentially. Let me say hello to everyone first. How is everybody doing? How you doing, Jay? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Moss? How you doing, Shadow? How you doing, Steve? It's, yeah, elf time. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How you doing, Horror Loving? How you doing, Ars? How you doing, Shark Ray? Hello, Burrito. Oh, God, you're doing a lot of text. Hey, how's it going, Matthew? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, shit, we just starting. Why am I not following you? I should do that. I should fix that. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle variety. And how you doing, Hyena Spots, as well? How's it going, everybody? Hold on. This is gonna bug me if I can't find it. I'll find it in, like, one... I won't be doing much dry brushing tonight. Probably won't be the worst. I found it. Yeah, I found it. There we go. I did like every time I do like even the most minor workshop clean. Like, oh yeah, no, I forget where everything is and I'm lost forever. But hey, how's it going? Holy shit, 175 streak. Let's fucking go. Hopefully you nerds are having a good time. I'm worried. So remember how I was like, boy, I wish God would stop giving his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. I found out that it's gonna have a real terrible winter storm where I'm at tomorrow. So I'm hoping everybody please give me your energy. I would like to stream at a regular time. They really are. February has been a fucking wild month. I don't understand. I've not seen a month really like that, you know, basically ever. Not a single time. But yeah, you did make it on time. Here's what we're doing. Yes. Getting out of bed. Some days it do be like that, though. Sometimes it do be hard to get out of bed. But yeah, so today I'm working on my Trench Pilgrims. I'm actually working on my Soldiers for Jesus. I'm not gonna lie. I spent, basically a lot of yesterday. Ooh, oh God, that sounds fucking brutal. Like a surprise 480 feet at some points in my life would like fuck my shit up real bad. Probably even now, especially. Yeah, I'm always like roughly teetering on the edge, depending how spicy some months are. But yeah, hopefully you can get your hobby stuff back. And I mean, like, I'm glad you didn't like get hurt or anything. That's always the big important thing. But yeah, I hope you. I wish you a speedy financial recovery because that sounds fucking brutal. But yeah, I spent a lot of yesterday working on this guy, just taking some care of some like other stuff too. I've been saying I was going to like get it forever, but I'm re-getting. It's weird. I don't know why. I used to do a lot more tabletop RPG like collab streams, and now it's like almost taking me a bit to get back into the groove. I have been asking around for some players, though. I know I got at least one ready for Lancer and some other ones who might be interested as well, along with some like Necronica stuff. So, I cannot give you a time frame on any of that at all whatsoever, but I want you to know, it's soon in like an actual real sense of soon. Oh, that happens. Your car was like, no, you must not eat Taco Bell. You mustn't, please. Yeah, big things soon, TMs. That should be fun. Yeah. I've been reaching out to some people for some stuff. So, like I said, expect a little bit of time for that to manifest because, you know, I think basically for context, more or less every game TRPG I run, I think it basically takes more or less like if it's a new group, like a group that's never played a game before, it takes about maybe like a month to get going, and then if they already know the system, I can usually get some a little quicker. I mean, how you doing, Billy? How you doing? Congratulations on the streak. I'm talking about how I am trying to get Lancer up and running, along with some other games. I've also been in a really big Vampire the Masquerade kick. I don't know why. I've been really really seeking. Oh yeah, I still need to do a lot more reaching out. So yeah, I mean, Randon for sure. Basically, I think anyone who's been in a game I've been in before is usually people I'm like, yeah, I trust you. I trust you to play game good. So yeah. That's roughly a big plan I got going on for some stuff. But yeah, I'm also going to try to get a vampire thing together because goddamn, I don't know why. Like it's my interest in certain TRPGs really like comes and goes. Like some days I'll just have like oh, you know, maybe like this kind of X game or Y game. I don't know why the vampire urge is taking over me. Maybe it's because I watched like it's because I'm dumb. I watched like the tail end of Grimmy playing Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, which kind of love that game. I love that game so much. I'm so sad that like I started it on stream and then like my computer exploded, so I didn't really get super far. I might have to play that again one of these days. Though I imagine Arcanum's gonna get my stuff. Usually the Clans books are fun reads. Also, how you doing, Stoneless B? How you doing? That's true. I guess it is real vampire hours. Oh, I should also explain these other bases I got. So I've been realizing that what's it called? When I was I've been doing. Also, how you doing, dueling? Welcome, Big Tail Boy, back in town. I'm painting nobodies with tails today though. I've been working my way through Trench Crusade minis at a faster rate than I thought. So my plan was, I have some Stigmatic Nuns from the same guy. I did very minor kit bashing, like I replaced one of the hands with a knife. And usually these had like ominous hoods with no head in there. Because like these are basically like Dark Souls monsters, Dark Souls or Elden Ring monsters have been like remixed. And I was like, well, I want them to look a little bit more people. So yeah. So they're also going to be in the works, and that's the big plan. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I remember reading Vampire around 7th, 8th grade. So when I was looking at it, this is during like New World of Darkness era. Yeah, there we go, big flapper. You've probably painted more than I have then. I don't. My rats come in fits and spurts, and I'm going to be honest, when I do paint rats, I tend to mostly just paint, like, big rats. Clan rats, I don't know. I like Skaven as an army, and, like, I understand objectively they are a horde army. How you doing, Munchie? How you doing? Big tail! Back to that YouTube. Ooh, yo, let's go. Hey, Mantis Warriors seem pretty cool. I remember them from the Bad Ab War stuff. They seemed like they were a pretty legit chapter in that. 8th grade. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't say it any other way. But yeah, I was, it's another one of those things that, like, objectively looking back on my life, I should have been bullied more. And I don't mean that in the way to, like, kids these days don't get bullied enough, so they're, like, soft or they're, like, real angry. Nah, it's just that, like, I would openly read Vampire the Requiem books in like reading like we would basically get like reading little opportunities between some classes, so I just read that and I'd be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised because like because like basically like every edition the actual clan rats themselves have been shit. Like they're mostly there to screen, and depending on like what other options you got, sometimes they're not even that efficient. At least like this is like Age of Sigmar era Skaven. I don't know how the exact army composition you want for what's it stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because like I like the mechanics of a lot of that edition, but also like the meta plot of I'll say you doing, Queek. Welcome. How you doing? I'm being nostalgic about Vampire, but like the meta plot change. Like I didn't mind meta plot stuff, which was with Vampire like Requiem was trying to get rid of, and I didn't like a lot of their like replacement clans for things that they never really like to this day, no one gives a single fuck about a Sekhmet vampire. They're like, no. I get what they were going for. They're like, what if we just made like sneaky vampire? I just never. No one gives a shit. No one ever gave a shit about them. Hey, how you doing? Okay, how you doing? Welcome. Plague Rats. Yo, I believe so. I just don't think Skaven have gotten. Like all Clan Pestilence has basically gotten like no models in a long time, in a long ass time. And how you doing, Tronic? Welcome. How you doing? So yeah, like if you want, like, they still got those fucking god awful plague monks. I hate the Clan Pestilence plague. I hate the plague monks so much. Conceptually, I like them. It's just the actual models are shit. And if you're saying they're not shit, you're a liar. Build like anyone who defends their current plague monks. Build one. Build one tonight, and I assure you, you're gonna have way less fun than you think you are. But yeah, oh god, fucking. So I have never read Warrior Cats. It was like kind of like after my time. But like the amount of VTuber people that I know that they're like, yo, my first RPing on the internet was a Warrior Cats roleplay. I was Shadow Whiskers. And I remember my cat got murdered in like a big like clan battle thing to establish who was going to be like the alpha cat. I'm like, oh man, this is like, I feel like I would have enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to be like judging. I said I missed it, and I probably would have been in the trenches had I been around in my time. Is it? Oh shit, really? Okay, then there we go. Yeah, something about that series, like you see like some people like, oh my god, like Harry Potter like changed my life, and you're like what do you do? Like I mostly just like buy overpriced shit. Warrior Cats people are fucking Warrior Cats people for life. It is something about those books, man. Yeah, I've not heard, I don't know. I've not looked super into the tariff stuff. I'm hoping things will be fine. I don't know. I mostly to probably to my detriment. I just like, I don't even know if it's a staying in my own lane. I just kind of like I'm just gonna work on my minis and hope my life doesn't explode. And that's about all I can really do at the end of it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's probably things will get just like minis will get more expensive. That's why 3D printer is cool. Yay! I did look at what was it called? It was the bamboo, not bamboo. Sorry, I was looking at the Neptune 3 Max because I was originally looking at like bamboo printers. What's it called? I was looking at bamboo printers. I'm like, oh, these are pretty cool, but like, man, these Neptunes are also like pretty solid at a much more affordable price. How you doing, Anonymous Dullahan? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah. Apparently, like, what was I reading? Like, the thing is, the stuff I read in middle school is like fucking Galaxy of Fear. Nobody is remembering Galaxy of Fear, which was a Star Wars horror series. You're black. It was a Star Wars horror series that was like by like imagine like Goosebumps, but Star Wars and horror. Like that's the shit I was reading. And like Dragonlance, I also, despite being roughly around that era, my libraries just never got Salvatore, so I missed I missed Drizzt. Drizzt was just never a thing where I was at. Oh no, that's the Mood Moss. I've gone through many screen names over the years. I will never give details on what any of those screen names might be. Not that I'm like really particularly embarrassed, but like. I don't know. I privacy and whatnot. I don't use any of those anymore. But yeah, like people who like the amount of people who just like find a name and like that's my name. That's gonna be my online name forever. Right now, go. Very impressive. Mind you, I've been myself for like quite a while. Alright, how's it going, nerds? Holy shit! What are you up to? What was the topic about? I saw your thumbnail was something about cheating, and I was like, is this like some like video game shit? Is this some like skeezy romance bullshit? How's it going, everybody? Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, major painting VTuber of the Nurgle game variety. And how you doing, Egg? How you doing, Kuneros? And how you doing, Gorilla Finn? Welcome, everybody. And how you doing, Grind? Welcome. The Titus laugh music. Wait, you mean the fucking... Oh, speedrunning cheaters. Okay. Dual Viper since Neopets. Oh, I'm so sad. I played Neopets when it was new, but like my family didn't have steady internet, so I was Neopets poor. We're like, oh, I can finally get on the internet this week. Oh, it's back to the soup kitchen. My little what was it, like the little green alien guy? I always forget what they're called now, but like he was one of mine. Oh shit! I also needed. I did back the Neopets TRPG. I should see if I have a copy of that now. I should see if I got the PDF copy of that or not. I ordered that because I was like, well, I had like relatively good memories of Neopets, and I know a lot of nerds who would probably be interested in that. But I've not checked on it since. But yeah, so yeah, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle game variety. Today, I'm working on this like fucking Bloodborne. To be fair, no, this is dark. This guy was based off of Gale. That original sculptor modified him to be more Trench Crusade, and then I Kitbashed. So like the body was from the original, hands are from separate models, weapons new, the little horns are new, the helmet's new, base is made out of several 3D prints. How you doing, Epis? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? A cheater Pokemon show. Oh god. How do you cheat in Pokemon? I thought Pokemon Showdown was always hosted on like a external server thing. I know there's like some speedrunners that do like cheating where they like splice footage or whatever. I think from what I'm aware of, that's like the biggest like speedrunning thing. It's like that, and then like the guy, I don't know. I just remember like the one Smash guy who like had a hacked Pikachu on his like memory card and would just like beat everyone's ass until they're like, huh, that should not seem possible. And they reviewed the footage like, oh no, you hacked the ever living fuck out of your game, my guy. So how you doing, Hunter? Welcome here. Thank you. He's a cool little guy. Book selection. Yeah. Mine was also Dipsteri? Thank you. I'm gonna mispronounce every name. Don't worry about it. I have a very hard to pronounce name, and the irony is not lost on me. What's it called though? And how you doing, Cliff? Welcome. Yeah, I was talking about how like I didn't read the Forgotten Realms books growing up because my local library had Dragonlance, so I gotta read about Raistlin and fucking Tasselhoff, Burfoot, the Kender. Like, it's made me like somewhat of a Kender apologist, mostly because the way that Kenders are represented on the internet, the modern internet, is very different than they are in the books. But also, like, that's a losing battle. That's a losing battle. It's like somebody going online and trying to defend like listening to like sirens as like ways to fall asleep. They're like, no. I like to listen to siren noises to fall asleep. And like, you're wrong and insane. I was like, no, it's fine. It's cool. It's not as weird as it sounds, you guys. Haha. And then like, no. Every match I went through. Oh god, that's kind of wild actually. Like I there's a certain point with cheat. It's like have you guys ever like it's something that that gets mentioned a lot when I like to listen to true crime stuff. Being a con man or like being a cheater is almost harder than just being legit. Like if you're at the point where you're like fucking like doing that recording bullshit, you could just practice at the game. I'm not gonna say you're gonna be like fucking like the best. I don't know what's the speed runner. Oh yeah, I've simple flips. I know him through osmosis. But like you know like you might not be him, but like come on. He's so much easier. Rare. Oh yeah, cards. Yeah. Oh, there's all kinds of like cards, especially once you get to like finance. All the card. There's people that like you can open up certain booster packs and use like hard math to figure out like what percentage of rares are in there. The title was like ha. It's been a while since I heard the Titus laugh. Oh shit! Did you guys like? So, goddamn, I'm weak to propaganda. Magic the Gathering is getting a Final Fantasy set, and they've been showing off some cards, and I've been like, man, like Titus is the head of one of the decks that's supposed to represent Final Fantasy 10, and they also straight up has Sin. Sin got a card, and the art of the Sin card looks fucking baller. Because of it. Oh yeah, okay. So I need to show everybody the way the Sin card looks like. Because it's like there's a weird thing at Wizards where every now and then they'll be like, this is a Japanese character, draw them weird, like make them look Western. Source me, guy who spent money on Hatsune Miku cards because I'm a fucking I'm weak. But like sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll get like Japanese artists to draw Miku, and then other times they'll be like, you artist, you can draw Miku, and they just make like weird glassy-eyed doll woman. Spoiler leak to this. Has there been a bigger spoiler leak? I'm just going off of the official ones right now. Like, there we go. Like, look how legitimately good like both of these. Like, this is one of the ones where like I would even argue that like the Western rendition just looks like real fucking baller. Yeah, there is a Fortnite Magic. So here's the thing. Magic is despite itself is a fun game. Magic has like squandered any like IP strength it has. And by that, I mean, like, what's it called? So, when you think about, like franchises, even, like, Yu-Gi-Oh!, you're like, oh, yeah, there was, like, a show that people liked a lot. Or there's, like, fucking, like, now there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes that are getting, like, manga adaptations. Fucking Sky Strikers, which, as far as I can tell, is just, like, magical girl, but, like, slightly techish, is getting, like, you can straight up get, like, a story out of that. Magic stories are just whipping around through like set pieces. They're like, hey, did you like fairy tales? Do you like cowboys? Cowboy, they got cowboy hat. Whoa, Chandra's driving a motorcycle in this one. Whoa. And like that's not enough to get your average like normie to give a shit. Or not even normie necessarily. Like it's just like people in general. People in general, like the like cause like I mean, mind you, there used to be like Magic would have books on the regular. I'm not gonna act like any of them are particularly great. But like, you know, there was an attempt at having like a story vector. Yeah, this might has that's really about the mood for like every Hasbro property. Hasbro's basically taken like every like possible wrong move, and it keeps working for him. It keeps working for him. Oh yeah, I'm trying to grab a bigger brush. I have like all my brushes off to the side. I need to do like a big clinging organization. But yeah, so like basically Magic has fucked up the story for like the better part of a decade. So like Magic doesn't have an IP. Like a recognizable IP. You could show like anybody fucking Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh. You could show like, you know, even like going back to the Fortnite example, you could show anyone a Fortnite character and they're like, oh, Fortnite. Show people Chandra. Show people fucking Jason. Be like, that's a really cool D&D character you got there. Fucking nothing, because like, how would a normie know about that? How would anyone who is not like deep in the card game minds like me would know about Jace? Because like there's comics that were mostly sold to people who already played Magic, and like the video games don't really exist anymore because Arena swallowed them up. I mean they do. That's the thing. It's just that like because it's Magic is keeping Hasbro afloat. That like they basically have to turn it into a money sci-fi, and instead of like establishing a brand people like, it's just easier just to be like, hey yo, remember Final Fantasy X? And I hate that it works, because I do remember Final Fantasy X, or a decent amount. Final Fantasy X is like the only like Final Fantasy that I've sat down and beat, which is like very sad. But what's it called? I've played most Final Fantasies over the years, just did not finish them, just for various reasons, just did not get around to finishing. Sure. This guy's like cloak is gonna be. This is gonna be a very weird thing to paint, because like the angles are really strange. Oh, so how you doing, nobody? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? That's about little cards for RL. No, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Magic. Like, I'm blessed / cursed with a wonderful group of people that I play Magic with. I don't play at a local shop. I play with a group of people. So, like, I love those guys to pieces. They're great. They're excellent. If, like, one day they're like, Hal, teach us war games instead. And I've tried. Dear Lord, I've tried. I would totally do that. Paint brands, I kind of go for a couple different ones. Basically, at this point, it's easier just for me to mostly say I just don't buy Citadel paints. I don't buy, like, Games Workshop branded paints. I hate the fucking little jars they're in, because they always dry up and you lose paint, and I hate them. I tried a little bit and it just didn't stick. The problem is, it's like sunken cost is fortunately a really big thing. So like actually I would argue, so like I'm kind of one of those people, like the three pillars of sort of like tabletop games, you know, you got card games, you got war games, you got TRPGs, right? Those are the three big pillars. And all of them hit sunk cost really hard. And like arguably TRPGs are the easiest to break that, because the sunk cost is mostly time. But like, it's really hard for someone to be like, yo, I've spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on this game. And like, not even like all at once, as in like over the course of years. So it's like, so you're telling me to throw all that away for a new game. And it's just really hard. It's a hard sell. It really is. I can like get people into TRPGs pretty easy, because as a GM, I could be like, I'm going to run this. And people are like, oh, I would very much like to play in this game that you're going to do all the hard work in. Like, you know, being a player is important and everything, and like you need to have players for your game. But like the upfront legwork is done by the GM, which is like, you know, the fun of that. Yeah, in theory, all you need is paper too. Although all you really need is paper to get things going. Or even these days, not at all. These days with digital clients, I could just be like, log into this website. This thing automates your entire character sheet for you. We're living in the golden age of like low commitment TRPGs. And I like low commit isn't like, you don't gotta do much. You don't have to do nearly as much anymore. Like the characters are like pretty like not too hard to build these days. At least for D&D. So other games things get a little like depending on the game, of course, you know. But like if you just want to play the literal most popular game at the moment, you don't have that big of a choice. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to pick like a level 1 paladin. You're going to pick the stats in the order they tell you put the stats. You're going to pick the class ability you already get. I mean, if you want like a lumpy character, yeah, I don't know. I'm still bitter about AI art because I like to use a lot of places online that have gotten flooded with it. But my Pathfinder group has people that they're like, people who would never interact with this kind of thing anyway. So they're like, oh shit, Bing made my character. And it's like, I'm not gonna inflict my thing on my like relatively like casual group. I'll keep my brain worms to where I have an audience and I can inflict on you guys instead. Hey, thanks, Ari Raiders, Matthew Raiders. There we go. Yeah. Unfortunately, like it's kind of out of the bag, so I don't know if like I don't think it'll ever be illegal now because now it's becoming an international dick waving contest. And there's like some AI stuff that's fun. Honestly, AI coding things is a very interesting thing to be at these days. That's really where shit gets fucking bananas. I'll do your armor. Like, I gotta figure out. Yeah. And yeah, and like paying artists is also very nice. I do like doing that. I just wish the scab artists would stop canceling on me. I hate it. So let's see. Usually what I do when I do my stuff is I'll paint a default color and I'll like dry brush over it. I was debating if I want to go like brown instead. I'm very happy the way the cloak's turning out. I'm going to be layering some highlights over it. I'm gonna wait for him to dry a little bit. So I'm also working on these like these stigmatic nuns, which in the game are these like bonks out like ladies who will stab the fuck out of you in the battlefield in the name of Jesus. The guy who I got these STLs from is like, the models are very large. Like, compare. All right, this is like a very work in progress captain guy of mine, and this is tall lady. She's fucking huge. Fucking huge. I mean, what? That's getting into the whole a fucking huge, mate. That's like getting into the whole performance art thing. It's like, I'm gonna be honest, for all the people who are like, well, yeah, it's just a banana duct taped to a fucking wall. You're still talking about it, like. Hold on, let me Google when that actually came. Banana. Taped to wall art. Like when was that done? Okay, that was, well, it's also from like okay, this is done by a guy in 2019, and it's just called Comedian even. All right, so let's say that's 6 years. 6 years that banana has lived in the brains of people. That's how you doing, HR? How you doing, Irish Jacob? Welcome. Oh yeah, I'm giving this guy the big old fucking anti-tank hammer. Let's go. So like, you know, They did it. I would argue that they succeeded very, very much. Yeah. How does that work? Well, you do a thing as an art piece, and like if the thing is like intellectually stimulating enough, people will talk about it, you know, or even think about it, consider it. Like it's like art is just a whole, like it's a whole big old thing. Like it's good. Oh, am I almost out of dark gray? That's a bummer. A good replacement for dark. Maybe I'll save that and use this like deep gray. How's you doing, Meister Miller? How you doing? Oh, welcome. I failed the vibe check. This is my stream. I controlled the vibe. People what? No, Nanda. No. You are. I don't know where you're going with this thought process. No, performance art is just doing a thing and like usually with a stated kind of goal in mind. How's you doing, Mika? How you doing? Welcome. I'm not nearly qualified to talk about like art in like a real intellectual sense. But like, you know, like I said, for a performance art piece, some guy thought it would be fun to like make a big statement about taping a banana to a wall. And like, that is like, you're still thinking about it. It worked. It succeeded. It is entered the consciousness. People are still thinking about it. Like, mind you, it's like a lot of times people will do shit like that and they're like, yeah, no, they want you to criticize it. They want you to ask the question like, why don't you like this as art? Like why don't you think? And it could even be as simple as like, I don't think you put enough like craftsmanship and painting and skill into this piece. I think that's valid. So yeah, like I would not go to see that banana. I would not go to see that banana in a, I thought it in a fucking theater. Like, you know. Yeah, I do remember stuff like, I mean, you do get some like weird shit where you're like you know, just because it's doing a statement, just because it's performance art doesn't mean people need to give a fuck about it. Like it's interesting. It's a neat thing to get. But yeah. But like, I didn't tape a banana to a wall. Exactly, Heinz. I didn't tape a banana to a wall. None of us did. You can do that right now. But the big thing is the guy who did it in 2019. Like, I'm gonna be real. Guy who taped banana to the wall is entirely more successful than my entire streaming career in the last 5 years. Going to be 5 years come April. He is probably long after I leave this world. My nutrients return to the soil. I have to imagine that his fucking banana is going to get talked about more than anything I've ever done. So like, yeah, no, he did it. He won. He succeeded. My combination of molecules did not think to put a banana on a wall and make it a performance piece. And it's not like this is like somebody who did it in like the fucking 30s and like I was like, well, shit, I wasn't born in like 1910. I couldn't have done it that era. This was like only a couple years ago. How you doing, Patrick? Then you should post them on the internet. Show people your banana collection. Show your people. Yeah, I mean, he might have also had a lot of money to advertise it too. That's also fair. That's also valid. Sometimes in order to get the training you need to become an artist, you need to have a rich father. Like, that does happen, you know? It wouldn't even my bananas. Oh, that's devilish. And my art piece will be called Stolen Bananas. Why are you upset that this banana was stolen? Wasn't it going to rot anyway, like we all are? And then you just take like 3 bananas and just put them on the wall. And they just labeled like Dave's banana. I don't know why you're stealing bananas from Dave specifically. But, you know. And they talk for years to come. I mean, it do be like that sometimes. People are still talking about Rasputin's banana, though apparently, from what I understand, that was not his. So the rumor, I believe, is that there's a museum that has Rasputin's dick in a jar, and I'm pretty sure what actually happened to that is that is a fake dick that was just like sold to the museum. Be like, hey, you know, it's Rasputin's dick. I don't think it's that. Thank you for the bits. I will buy myself a nice banana next time I go to a grocery store. Some paint. Drinking it now. All right. There we go. I heard it was like a resculpted horse thing, but who knows? Who knows what actual Rasputin's thing is in that jar? I mean, like, so when it comes to like, I don't do commission painting either. Like that's like being a mini painter for yourself and being a commission painter is like a whole other thing. Like to the point where like, God, why I just paint this gray is so fucking. I'll do it in a couple layers. It's not gonna be the worst. I'll make it work. What's going on with this? I could just do base. All right, I'm doing big brain things for the specific metals. Like, do I want this to look tarnished? But yeah, specifically, like, I don't do commissions. I know, like there's a Warhammer like YouTube guy named Miniac who apparently like did like someone commissioned him to do like a whole like Blood Angels army, and it took him like 2 years, and he fucking hated it. As a music bar, I would not be surprised. Hold on. Oh, it's hella behind. Thank you. Like some good old layering nonsense. Still want to get a little bit of brown on the wood bits before I go back to the lad. Mostly just because like these longer bits will take more time to dry. So if I can just, no one can ever accuse me of not thinning my paints, but I might thin my paints to like almost a detriment. But hey, I can just do both. But yeah, no, like I think I've been asked to do commissions for a while, and I feel bad because like it's a very flattering thing to be asked to do commissions, because there's people saying that you're good enough at painting that I would like to I would like to give you financial incentives to do that for me. And it's like, no, I can't. At least for me, my specific thing too is also just like, you know, privacy and whatnot. But also just because like it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's also true. Yeah, a lot of it, like, cause like, you know, like spending all day like carving marble takes like marble's expensive, and like the training is expensive. So like yeah, a lot of stuff is like I mean like the suspiciously wealthy furry still kind of shows that the patronage model kind of works. Though also the it's weird. The suspiciously wealthy furry is both real and not real. It's real as in that like, you know, furries will pay for shit, but it's also not real in that like, you know, some people are like, I guess I just don't need rent, but goddamn, do I want to see like my fucking fursona just getting it? Yeah. Or just evolved and adapted over it. I mean, it has. It absolutely has. Nothing is static. Like really for any bit of culture. But yeah, no, like the reason the Sistine Chapel got made is because you had like fucking like kings and shit funding that. The entire church. And that's going to be impossible, you know? Hey, Naruto. Yeah. No one can get. Apparently, though, I learned that Wonder Bread guy found AI and now is just basically just getting AI Wonder Bread things, which I'm not surprised by that. He's like one of those people that like a lot of people like have that like really fucking extreme fetish, and like that's it, and that's all their enjoyment. Like for him, it was never like commissioning an artist to see a thing in his head rendered in real life, or just like, you know, or just like get art made. His thing was like women with like talking about burning down rainforest and buying Wonder Bread gives me a boner. Now I have access to the infinite boner machine. Why would I ever stop the infinite boner machine? So, like, I'm not surprised, though. It is very funny when people like, Wonder Bread guy, I trusted you. Like, it's a very funny thing that, like somehow Wonder Bread guy has let us all down by resorting to AI porn. Yeah, see, that always blew my mind, too, about, like, I don't understand Notch, like, as a person. Because, like, if I had, like, billions of dollars... Like, I don't know why I would like being sad. I don't know, like maybe this is why I'm not a billionaire. Or even like financially good, but like fuck it. I would just be like going to small cafes and leaving like big ass tips and like funding art. Oh, it's YouTube pauses it again. It pauses every like couple of I don't know if there's like an exact rhythm. We're like at like 40 some minutes. It might just be on a per song basis where it's like, hey buddy, are you still listening? Because YouTube really doesn't want you to like spin like YouTube's really stingy with its services, so it doesn't want you to potentially like waste any money. Oh, it's nice to know that like fucking Da Vinci has the same like, oh, I don't want to, but man, I need to get paid. Porn, because usually what I've been doing lately is I've been doing a base color and then dry brushing a metal over it. That's sort of what I've been doing. Introduce too many. I think like a little bit. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it. We'll start with the horns and the like little relief thing. Give it to the dude. Oh, what? It's been a while since I looked directly at the fucking Mona Lisa. Before some bird down so we could build our dream home. I don't know why we nice to be overheat. Yeah. I mean, no, furries, like, you know, they're into a thing, so they do it. How's how you doing, Fred? How you doing? Welcome. So I don't know. I don't know what the correct answer for that these days is, because I mean a lot of it is just like be yourself and do what feels right for you. I was from the era of like, God, I don't know what's going on, because like I'm like 3 million years in VTuber years, so it's like not that old. There are some VTubers that were like primarily streaming before VTubing, and they've been around for ages. But like, my first stream was just doing a stream because I wanted to do a stream, and I did not know what debut culture is. So like, I don't know. I would recommend just going for it. Just say fuck it and do it. Unless like your goal is to like get a, because like even then I think the whole like getting a bunch of assets and doing like a big video, like it probably helps to some degree. I don't know how necessary it is these days. How you doing, Tal? How you doing? Debut. I'm sure somebody would like that. Like that's, hey, speaking about performance art, I feel like you could do that for like oh yeah, no shit. There's like a couple of VTubers doing that. An asshole. No, you guys are nice people. That's nice people. There's that one VTuber magical girl lady whose thing is that after like a year she dies, and it's over. Like I think it's it's like one of those like kind of Mahoromatic situations where it's like I've burnt all my fucking like life energy. I'm just gonna have like a peaceful last couple of days. Kind of like that. I've heard of Unus Anus or whatever, Ursus Americanus. No wait, fuck, that's a bear. that's a bear. I'm aware that's a Markiplier thing, but yeah, similar idea, I think. Similar idea. I don't know if she plans to delete all of her stuff. I actually don't even remember the VTuber's name, if I'm going to be honest. Honest. There we go. Last year, yeah. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure there's. I have to imagine that somebody made a backup of that because yeah. But yeah, so like I don't know if it's one of those things that would be worth me ever like trying to track down some archives of that, or if it was even worth it. Since they closed down, huh? Gotcha. Yeah. Mark on contrary or true. I mean, like, you know, like a lot of things, like if you were going to put a lot of money into like a big debut thing, like yeah, you might as well. Like if you got like a bunch of shit for it, you might as well do it right. Do the skulls. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the time I think I heard it ended, it was like, man, I can't believe it's been like 1 year since it ended. I was like, huh? Mind you, like I have no context for traditional like flesh streamers at all. I just never watched them. Eh? The fucking Fuamoko thing. Like, I don't know. I think I tried to sit down through a Fuamoko stream. The Barbie. Okay, whatever. Keep poking me if the bar is being weird. I'll continue to poke back at it. I feel like Fuamoko are good streamers, but every time I try watching them, it feels like the equivalent of just like jingling keys. Like I like maybe I'm just not catching the good streams. I'm just like, this is just like they make cute noises. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm not getting much out of it. I deal with it's not that big. It's not that big of a deal. Like if the song is off, it doesn't like that negatively affect the stream quality. You monsters at Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. Oh yeah, I know. Like fucking GD was doing duel, like fucking Master Duel because the Master Duel account retweeted it. I only know that because there's a VTuber I know named Nova who does like card stuff full time, which is cool. I enjoy it. Honestly, same. I think even like back in the day, I mostly just watched holos through clips. Especially because, you know, early holos, you know, weren't in English a lot of the time. So yeah, I think I've always been a filthy clip watcher, which is a shame because I feel like if I spoke Japanese better, I would enjoy Rodden streams very, very much. Rodden is still probably like my current, like, I don't think I would ever call her my favorite because there's some like legacy holos that like will just have magical, like nostalgic places in my heart. But like, I really like her vibe and what she does and her content and just like her as a person is really neat. But, yeah. Or do some debut streams just playing games. So, yeah, I mean, might as well. Sit for the gamer chair and play Elden Ring. I mean, you could. A lot of people do that. Yeah, she's really, like, listening to her talk about art is really neat. Because, you know, she legitimately knows a lot. I kind of really enjoyed, like, that every now and then you get the person who's like, I didn't think I was going to be a VTuber until I became a VTuber. Those usually bring you some pretty interesting people. How you doing, Noodles? How you doing? Welcome. See, I don't know who my Oshi is. I'm gonna be real. Like I feel the same way about Oshis that I feel about fucking like the concept of a waifu, where like that has to be a magical moment where you know, and I'm not just gonna be like, well, this is my Oshi for this week. I can't do that. I can't do that. My brain is too old school thinking to do it that way, so it's just not gonna work. But yeah, she's all the streams, which is kind of rough. Yeah, I think it's because like it is that kind of interesting thing where like to a certain degree the quality of a stream between a big corpo and like a indie isn't that different at the end of the day. I mean, you get like more production, and every now and then you'll get like little like other like you'll get a lot of polish for like technical stuff, but then like, you know, are the holos playing Minecraft really that different than anyone else playing Minecraft? And how you doing, Nintendo? How you doing? Yeah, I hate the idea of the idea of waifus plural already makes like my piss boil, but then like hearing seasonal wife, I'm like, get the fuck out. There's been like I've been making a mistake recently, and I've been checking out the For You tab on Twitter more because I don't know why. I think it's because I needed something to do when my power went out, so I've been checking that out. There's just like a whole like I see why people talk about like shit about Twitter a lot more. I stay in my comfy little bubble, but then like once you go out there, you're getting into like fucking like teenagers who don't know who Haruhi is getting real smug about it, and like talking about like seasonal waifus and shit. I'm like, I hate both sides of this fucking argument. I hate all of you. All of you are filthy casuals, and none of you deserve to have free speech on the internet. It's not quite that bad. It's not quite that bad. But like a lot of them. Well, once again, like I don't know. I avoid interacting with anybody who is like, arguably even like if you're like 18, that's probably like I don't have much in common with you at all. But like if you're rational, that's fine. But like goddamn, running into a 15-year-old on the internet's one of the most disgusting things. Like get that fucking child out of my sight. Gross. Hate it. Big boots. You got one big boot and one just. Yeah, fucker's got a big boot. And then stuff like that. Remind you of a lovely life. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it. I am believing it a lot more these days. I am believing that I have a nice voice a lot more these days. So thank you. One's 15. Yeah, I'm sorry, you gotta go. No one's ever allowed to be 15. Yeah. I mean, no, see, that's what I'm talking about, Miller. That's what I'm talking about. I haven't really had that like quite like come to Jesus moment with a particular VTuber. But like no, that's very nice. And like Barry's a fun lady, even if she asked me how fertile I was during the fucking creepy Omegaverse stream. It's fucking making me that still makes me lose my shit. Everything about that fucking Omegaverse stream. God. But yeah. How fertile am I? I don't fucking know. I'm dusty as shit. My ovaries have returned are so powdered that they've never existed. That's how old they are. I'm barren. I am a blight upon this world. Oh, speaking about like blights upon this world and stuff like that, the least fertile thing. I am what's it called? Here's a good reference to how not fertile I am. Have you guys ever heard of like a dark? Where am I? Dark Sun, goddamn. I'm like a fucking despoiler in Dark Sun, where I actually sap the fertility of things in my general orbit to feel my arcane magics. Supplements are. I think my like. So there's for people who are not like super big on VTuber stuff, the idea of like VTuber siblings. If you have the what's it called? If you have like the same like artist, or like you'll be like, oh yeah, we're sort of siblings. There's like Soleil is one of mine, same mama, yeah. And she was like, I think I got a guy version of that, and it was just like 12 equivalents of like drink zinc, drink the fuck out of this thing of liquid zinc. Yeah, my powerful wizard. But the thing is, I'm not a wizard though, unfortunately though. At this point, it would almost be better because I could say I'm a wizard for cool internet points. I don't even got that. Like, what's the thing? It's like I'm like a warlock, I guess. I forgot I haven't consulted the chart in a while. Yeah, Dark's same, honestly. I like Dark. There's a couple of like the older D&D settings that I enjoy, but like nobody's like. Mind you, my local groups have exclusively played in the same homebrew setting for like well over a decade at this point. So like that's not a huge dealio, but like by the same token, that means all the like the little cool all the cool settings that like Dark Sun, Planescape, like I'm forgetting the names of everything fucking day. Spelljammer, Birthright's always really cool too. Yeah, she either did that exact one that got passed around, or she did a similar one. But yeah, I got her in trouble too because like I don't know. It do be like that sometimes. But yeah, no, my subversive and breathable, no. Fimhow? That's not that. I don't know why you guys keep craving for Fimhow so much. I don't get it. Why do you guys want to see me with tits? I shouldn't, you know what? Never mind. I know how you dorks operate. Oh, no, I'm kidding. No, you guys are just being funny. But, Yeah. Oh no, shit. Oh no. So she did that joke, and then somebody from a different corp did the joke for just the like the typical like you're an older woman, take birth supplements, and that I think it was like, was it like a Vietnamese company? I don't know. It was like some new VTuber company where someone did that very like, you know, it's a very like very vanilla joke of just like oh, this older woman, give her supplements so she could have babby. Like that's like a goofy little joke that's been around for fucking forever. But apparently that company was like, yo, she was really out of line. We're real sorry about this. It won't happen again. Once again, we like to apologize. Yeah. Yeah, the Refiner Dying Star thing. And then like everybody was like, my guy, if you're having a VTuber agency, you can't you can't have your talents apologize over that. You're not gonna make it. Like, you don't have to be fucking like what's it, VLer, the one that's like all like porn ASMR VTubers, like, but doing it for that is like, come on. I don't know. To be fair though, most VTuber companies are ran very poorly. There's a reason why most of them are dead. Most of them are fucking dead because they're just like, you know, a lot of times it's like some guy who made it big on crypto decides to just like have a company because like the LARP is fun. Like the LARP is fun to be, because like, you know, the idea of being Yago, like to having your own thing, having your own thing, it sounds like on paper, it sounds like fun, you know? Like, once again, like if I had like $10 million of like fuck you money, or like I didn't need to work a day in my life, yeah, why not? Why not open a VTuber company at that point? Like, who gives a shit? Fucking do it. But like by that same token, a lot of times they make weird choices and then like don't vet talents very well. Like usually it's like a explosion from all different angles, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah, I mentioned VLers probably did some, I don't know. I haven't looked through them super a lot. That's like, that kind of stuff is not really my cup of tea. I mean, they seem to be doing well for themselves, so it's somebody's cup of tea, I guess. So like good for them at the end of the day. Yeah, it's like I know the whole like Phase Connect coffee thing. Is that like legitimately a big like money maker for them? Is he some like coffee magnet? I don't know where Sakana gets his money at. Yeah, graduate. Yeah. There's been a couple of those. I think for people who don't know, I had a very minor action with one of them, one of those companies. It was a company called Mysterio Live. They were sort of like, they're like, hey, we're South African VTubers. And I was introduced to one of their talents. Like, I don't know if any of them still stream anymore. I think some of them reincarnated and then stopped. But, called, is Riku the fucking, Niji guy? I don't call him super well. But yeah, I was invited to run, Ryutama for them. Because, like, somebody was like, oh yeah, because, like, in certain circles, I am, like, the guy that knows how to run a TRPG. So, like, I was like, yeah, I'll go on board, and I ran it, and it was fun, and it was like most of the talents, but not all of them. There's, like, the main, like, effectively the lady that felt like the Sora was not in there, and I was like, oh, that's kind of odd, whatever. And then eventually it turned out that, like, she and, like, the corporal head were doing, like, a weird, like, dating thing, and they were hiring on new talents, and, like, one of them was, like, an actual teenager, and the idea is that he was supposed to be, like, their daughter from the future. It was, like, really strange, and then I was like, Oh, that explains. Oh, that explains why they didn't ask her to come. Okay, I see. I see now. Try this hamster beans. I wouldn't mind buying some Tenma coffee, just because Tenma's the only phase that I actively watch. And by once again watch, I mean I'm mostly a filthy clip watcher. Did I get the actual 9-year-old? That I don't think it was that one. I don't think it was Mysterio Live. It was some. That sounds like it. It's like one of those things. Like that sounds like a thing that probably happened. This is another one of those things, like I said, that, like, people don't know how to run a company just because, like, it's like, sometimes being rich implies that there's, like, some level of intelligence that got you there, whether it's, like, actual business sense or just, like, manipulation. But a lot of these people that are like, I'm gonna be a VTuber company guy, and then, like, they just don't, they don't know how to run a company, and also, like, boner logic. Never let your boner dictate your company. That's how basically, like, most of the woes in this world fall apart, really. Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. No. Like. Oh. Like. I need to double check the veracity of the story because it's been a while. But I do remember. Early on, I think there was a bigger VTuber at the time that had like an internet disconnect during like Christmas. And a lot of people got sort of like maybe not that redirected, but like algorithmically, like, oh hey, here's another person that matches your criteria to Sora back in the day. So like that like Hololive did actually have like early on like a legitimate like miracle moment, which got them like even started to begin with. But yeah, no, there's like a lot of companies get really lucky. It's like even like before Hololive, there's fucking Update, which had fucking Kizuna who was coming back apparently. I don't understand how that's supposed to work, but okay, sure, why not? Why not? Money Rich and all. Oh, true, yeah. Usually old Money Rich is like new Money Rich is you know who they are. Old Money Rich is you don't know who they are, but they have way more power. That's true. I mean, boner power is very strong. Don't get me wrong. Boner power is very strong. But you have to know how to control it, or else you will like ruin your entire life. I think that's probably the best way to say that, because there's so many different vectors for ruining your life via boners. Like pick your favorite or least favorite. Exactly. Yeah. I believe that's similar to that. That might have either been part of that story or like a similar idea. It's not like a shoot. Okay. Figure out like this is one of those models where like the actual details are very thin on the. This is a 3D print that's been kitbashed. So I'm gonna try to like get all this shit together. But yeah, Divine. I mean, it's legitimately a lot about VTubing is luck. It really is. Like if you've ever wondered like what makes this VTuber popular, what makes this one like you could take two people of equivalent talents and just like luck is always going to be, because like, you know, it's just like it's showbiz, baby. But I mean, it is really like it is just like streaming is just like a form of entertainment media. That is always like a big lucky gamble that could pay off. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Yeah, playing with that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's because like there is a fun fundamental mythos to like the stuff like the 13 Knights. Like I still remember like the idea when people recognized the 4 Heavenly Kings as a thing, which were like the some of the earlier like real big VTubers, like from like really early on. How do I paint in there? Okay. No, that's totally fair. Like it's that usual thing that like if something gets a lot of attention, you're like I'm no longer amused. I didn't saw that. No, I think. When was the last time I painted a rat? I don't recall. I don't recall the last rat I painted. Oh no, I do. But like he's not done. It's like this one. This guy was gonna be a turnip rat, and then this. Like I have like a floating cast of minis that are just like vaguely on my desk that I'm like, oh, I'll get around to maybe at some point. What else I'll do? I paint rats? Question mark. I paint rats! Exclamation mark. Yeah. I mean, because I think because like VTubing moves fast to a certain degree as well. So like it's having those like little community touchstone things is kind of it is fun. I get the impulse to like really kind of like, I mean, also just like the general speed the internet moves at, like, you know, like a meme you could really just let that settle. Oh god, the saga stuff. Not good. I'm not gonna lie. Not so. Hey, do you remember when my Saga guys were like this? They're still like that. Nothing has changed. I'm probably just due for another Saga week to get that, like, farther along. But yeah, no, it's been a bit. It's been a bit. How's how you doing, Lana? Welcome. It's a VTuber cremation. It's not... So, like... I do gotta paint... I mean, I gotta paint a lot of models, to be fair. But yeah. So, like, it was, I don't remember. I think Cedar was one. Ojolodi, like the dude who was like the like little like fox lady. Like he was like a like legitimate like Bobby Niku, like one of the people that like yo, I'm a guy, I am a guy, 100% a guy. I'm using a female model because fuck it. It's like it's more of a common Japanese thing. You see it in the US occasionally. But there was him. And 2 other people, they were just like, oh god, I feel like a fucking idiot because I don't remember the 4 Heavenly Kings entirely off the top of my head. And then eventually the Oyobun, which was Kizuna was sort of like the first one that kind of rose past them. There we go. Let me see if I can remember I gotta remember who the other ones. I'm blanking. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay, yeah, it was Mirai Akari, yeah, who I got. I got Shiro, yep, yeah. Nojorori, the guy, and then Kaguya Luna, who's still kicking around as a Udalite, I believe. Like one of those people that mostly do like singing things. And call me out for painting. I've been painting a lot. I just haven't painted my Saga stuff. The problem is that I've fallen deep in Trench Crusade, you know? Oh yeah, then you got like the gorilla guy, the horsehead guy, Deet, the French guy, who did a lot of early tech work. I don't think he's super active anymore. But yeah, there we go. The 4 Heavenly Kings. They call them these the Elite 4 because I think Pokemon wins branding wars. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, these were like really early, like predate Hololive. Were big VTubers. But like big in a way that like now the scale would feel really small, but like at the time, you know, they were like, especially when to be a VTuber, you basically needed to be in 3D and you needed to have a full team. Like you didn't really get a lot of live 2D VTubers until like after that point. Lord Burnock, 4 Heralds, 4 Hounds, and 4 7 Thralls. Yo, let's go. You probably, honestly, you're not gonna need nearly that Thralls. I barely run 2 unless I'm doing like Dirge. And even then, I'm running 3 at 700. Like that army would last you through an entire fucking campaign. There we go. Yeah, but Pokemon, yeah. I think it's. I mean, yeah, people get the Elite 4, but yeah, I've always been taught it as the 4 Heavenly Kings, and which is what I will continue to say myself personally. But yeah, and like that for a while, like a lot of them were in a company called Update, which was like the big company for a while, and then Update fucking imploded because VTubing is not very profitable. It's very hard to get like a VTubing company that's like financially secure, like that's like, oh yeah, no, this is actually like going to like make money. And back then, I don't think they really had a good gist of how to do that going, how to get a company going. Now you kind of have successful templates to build off of. Though I'm sure there probably also must have been some like other like dumb Japanese corporate thing that killed Update. I would have to double check. I never really looked into Update when it was a thing very much. How you doing, Visario? How you doing? It's doing good. I'm working on my Trench Crusade lad. He's coming together very nicely. I'm very early into the mini, which is good. Good because I'm still like doing quite a bit of painting for that. Today's another like Hal feels nostalgic about like older VTubing things. Like I don't know, it's conversation that's just kind of led me here, but it's you know, it's fun to think about. But yeah, I was actively starting to follow VTubers around the time Kizuna I got big. It was sort of like my first introduction. And I was like, wow, that looks like fun. How do I do that? And it's like, well, first of all, you got to get like $10,000 of really primitive mocap gear. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to be a VTuber, am I? And then VTubing kind of got like a more reasonable start. Like, you know, you got entry. There's like a whole new, like someone did a new model recently, like a big, I think it's like $120, but it's like a very customizable, like, female model. And it's like, I have not super looked into it because I don't, like, there's like, I don't know. It's not the thing I want to use particularly, but like a lot of people are like, oh shit, this is nice. And then of course you get like Twitter drama where people are like, how dare you make this cost $120? And it's like, that's a fucking steal for a model that you can use freely and customize. But you know, people on the internet being people on the internet. But yeah, no, those kind of options really didn't exist really early. It was like to the point where like I don't know, like I know Cito did a lot of 3D on her own. Like she might have did her own. Sure she did. People will, yeah. Yeah, also while the guy's drying, I'm also getting a little bit of paint on the stigmatic nun. Not to go get her cloak a couple. I'm digging this real dark red as a base. This is like 2 parts, the dark Vallejo Nocturnal red with 1 part just pure black. Probably going to try to layer over it to bring it back more red, but how you doing, Big Brokabus? Welcome. How you doing? I'm currently working at the moment. I'm working on some stigmatic nuns, but they're not the big goal today. Yeah, I mean it's really cool that honestly that like they got that thing now. But yeah, it's like I said, VTubing as tech has come like quite a way where like the upper end is still pretty high, but like the lower end is way more, way manageable. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, Twitter a lot of times is just people yelling like, "I like the thing, I don't like the thing, and also I hate you, and also I think you should be put in jail." And you know, like I've done that like every now and then. How big is the pile? I haven't like quantifiably measured it in a while. How you doing, Tharo? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Other Nazuna sibling, how you doing? It's what's it called? So like I've been working my way through a lot of my Trench Crusade stuff. And like that's been going at a good rate. I mean, the general mixed mini pile for like all my games is like pretty high. It's going there. It's overall, I think these days my backlog has been doing pretty good. The thing that I'm not looking forward to is eventually I mean, I'm looking forward to the models. I'm gonna be getting the what's it called? Get a little bit of more of that mixed color. I'm getting the Slanesh set when it comes out, so that's just gonna be like a whole bunch more minis. I'm pretty excited about that. Oh yeah, because like it is. Yeah, because it's like, isn't it like straight up like a flat 12-hour time difference where it's like, it's 9 p.m. where I'm at, so I think it's like 9 a.m. for you? God, I don't miss morning classes. Mind you, I have to do morning work, so I don't know if it's that much different. Why would I betray Papa Nurgle like that? Yeah, it's fun. It's fun out of 10. I'm more general. Maybe that's why I like word bears, because I'm not brand loyal to any one chaos god. I just like all the above. Yes, please. All the above. Well, yeah, well, best of luck with your class though, because goddamn, I remember hating morning classes back in the day. They suck. Good old Chaos Undivided. It's like funny because like word bears do Chaos Undivided like very like all the chaos. Get all of the above, please. And then you got like Night Lords who are like, we're Chaos Undivided, and they're like, we don't like chaos. Fuck chaos. Start the 19th. Ah, I got you. Let's paint. If you would like to buy me an Imperator class Titan, go for it. But till then, nah. My goal is someday is if I ever blow up and get like big VTuber boy where I'm getting like enough money that I can like theoretically, because like here's the thing, I could find like a 3D print maybe, but I don't know if my current 3D printer could actually hold the parts to 3D print the Titan. I would need to get my FDM printer fixed. But like I always feel like that's like a big like milestone to like, hey, are you a moderately successful miniature channel? You should do a Titan now. So I'm kind of selling that. Iron Within, bro. I do like Iron Warriors are fun too. I like most Chaos like Space Marine forces. I just happen to think Word Bearers are my favorite out of the non-cult ones. I think I still like the Plague Marines quite a bit. Not Plague Marines, fucking Death Guard. I had to give her a little makeshift cloak because the original one just did not work. Like it was like basically I had to like cut a hood and then try to like fit something on there. Yeah, everyone follows all the gods. Yeah, I mean, word bears kind of have that to a certain degree. Like it's that usual thing where it's like, well, technically you should worship chaos as a pantheon, but every now and then you'll get somebody who just like really gets deep in the weeds for one. That dream comes true. Oh, thank you. I'm doing very well for myself as somebody who paints minis on the internet, so I'm very blessed. So yeah, I'm sure it'll happen one day. I'll get to paint my Titan on stream. Just you all wait. Just you all wait. How you doing, Putty? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, yeah, some of the ones that are like not super chaosy are fun as a treat though. It's fun as a treat, but I also like just going like full chaos for stuff. I was speaking about Tzeentch though. Speaking about the Tzeentch Lotta, I finished the Reverie. I finished my first Warhammer horror book, which was very Tzeentch filled. If you like Tzeentch stuff, but like in a very like cool way. And I'm reading the another book from the same guy, this was about Sisters of Battle actually, which is kind of neat. As in 40 hours a week. Yes, I am. Yeah, I've been 40 hours a week the entire time I've been a VTuber. The one I enjoyed a lot is called The Reverie. The new one I think is called like Requiem Infernal, the sister battle one. I'm still like very, very, very little into it. Like I'm not super duper far. But no, it's really good. The Peter Favarelli or whatever the guy's name is, he is like that was like probably like I said, probably like my favorite, like in terms of pure writing, my favorite stuff like that. Zinch voice. Okay, there we go. Now read the book synopsis. All right, the Reverie in my Zinch voice. The Reverie. Now, let's see. Let me see this. All right, so let me pause the music. So I have to do Zinch voice. let me take a drink of water before I do Zinch voice. Exalting war and art and harmony, the warrior artisans of the angels resplendent would have forged a radiant haven amidst the blighted galaxy, but an ancient sin stains their honor, a wound in their world that will never heal. Ignorant souls would call the forest, but those who watch over it know better. Oh! Anyway, there we go. That's the Zinch voice you wanted, right? Wizard! It's basically that. My Zinch voice. No, it's legitimately a very, very good book. Here's the synopsis link for reals if you would actually like that. I was told to read the synopsis to this book I've been reading in a Zinch voice, which is just like borderline dare you enter my magical realm. No, but the actual book is really good. I do not wish to totally besmirch the name of the guy who wrote the book. It's a very, very good book. I do like being funny. Like once like funny nerd voice, man. I do think someday I would love to be a character actor in like some like minor thing. Like it's someone's like lore video, whatever. Hey, big Boko Bus too. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Face Internet Elf. I certainly try. I'll let these nuns dry off a bit while they're. Let's go back to this big one. It's another one of those like I need to figure out what color is everything. He's got like some chainmail. Got some chainmail on his gooch, on the leg, and then like on his neck. Could do that kind of silvery. Yeah, or I could also do that kind of gold too. Huh. Another brown. I also do. I do gold skulls. That might be fun actually. Yeah, this money. Yeah, there's a lot of my interacting with HoloLive these days is just entirely through song covers. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of them on it. I'm also like deeper in my music playlist than I usually am. Like usually I'll stick with one that's like closer to like what I'm currently listening to a lot, but like no, I decided to pull this one kind of back. A little bit of brown. Get it on there, and I'll probably eventually then on top of this brown dry brush some gold. Yeah, we'll see how that looks. But yeah, no. I fall into silence to keep up with it. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. It's a big enough franchise you can pretty much interact with it however you want. Oh yeah, no, Vtubers do a lot of great covers. I mean, it's also nice too because like I do a thing where I specifically exclude the audio from my VODs. So like if you ever go back and watch one of my VODs like on Twitch, you're not going to hear any music, and the YouTube side specifically hears an entirely different audio track that's just like a royalty free like little like it's called like the Lethargic Witch. It's sort of the song I use for a lot of my like if I have to do like a video thing or whatever. But yeah. I still listen to a lot of covers because they don't get bonked by copyright stuff as much. Nice. It do be nice. Yeah, I mean, no, that's fair. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of like Patrick, a lot of Warhammer stuff is just such a big complex web that even having like at least a little bit is like not too bad. Oh yeah, she did join VShojo. I don't know a huge amount about Amelie, but like this is another one of those things that like VTubing is just so many different like little like overlapping groups, and I'm like, I know this person's huge. They're like ungodly huge, but I've never really like interacted with them before. It's just kind of funny how that works out. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, so she's been doing it for a while then. I guess to be fair, a lot of like singers, like V singers and stuff, started out like they just became VTubers once that was the thing. We was like, oh shit, we were basically mostly there anyway. So I don't mean that's a bad thing. I was like, it's more like if you're doing stuff like that, that's a very logical cover. Sushi Glory. I don't know if I've heard that one, but you know, Marfin, welcome. I've actually heard a lot of Iris in general though. Usually my go-to singer Hololive is Kanatan. I enjoy that Tenchi's the Tenchi's singing. Do like me that singing Tenchi. VA. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like it's like if you're a good enough singer, you got a good enough voice for like VA work. It's like I like Kanatan and the Hololive. I also really like what's her name? Machida Chima. I was curious if this song was going to be one of hers or not. It wasn't. But yeah, no, she does some like really good shit. I know like a lot of people are like, yo, I've been listening to this person forever, and then they became a VTuber. It's like, that has to be nice. It has to be nice when someone's like, oh shit, this person I knew. I was almost like that with Nanners a little bit. Nanners, not my snake, like the actual like pink cat lady. Where it's like I didn't like super like I wasn't like super invested into her, but like I did remember like, oh shit, I remember her videos for some shit. Oh, she's a VTuber now. Oh wow. Then again, wasn't it like didn't fucking like one of the Niji boys do fucking like edgy like Undertale voiceovers or something like that? I guess it just kind of goes with the territory to a certain degree. I'm like trying to like eye under him like butt part. That is. Let's give it a go from there. Even the snake can sing as an anime girl. I mean, considering it's the year of the snake, there's probably going to be a decent amount. Like, oh no, there's a. I think she's Korean. There's either Korean or a Japanese VTuber who has got a snake theme that sings really, really well. I don't know her name because it's not written in English characters. But I remember getting rated into her a couple of times. I remember she was like really, really good singer. So technically, that's kind of close. That's kind of close to what you're looking. Oh yeah, no, yeah, she's very old blood. She's very old blood. Like YouTube for sure. Yeah, a lot of them are. Like a lot of people who are just like, oh, that's a funny lady doing like internet stuff, and then you're like, oh, they're a VTuber now. Because it makes sense. Like it's like I said, it's a very logical transition. Crony do that? Wait, did Crony do that too? Shit, I know very little about Crony. Anime fans if they want only presents. I don't know. A lot of different reasons to become a VTuber, to be fair. Oh. Here's the thing though, it's like under not like a tunic of some sort. Color I should do the tunic. Oh yeah, no, I'd believe that. I think she's got, I think she's got like a very specific kind of humor that like if you're not into it, like it's not gonna work for you. I think. I don't know. I've not watched a lot of Crony either. I basically did nothing with fucking that entire Hololive gen. I just did not really watch any of them. Except later on I started watching a bit more Bay, just once again, mostly in clips. Oh wait, does Crony have a snake? Oh shit, I didn't know Crony had a snake. That makes me way more. It's super easy for me to be endeared to somebody. There is a new Moth Lady VTuber, Styx. I don't know if she's actually streamed yet, but she's been showing off art and stuff she's been doing. And she's got a really pretty snake. Oh, Boros. Gotcha. Stretch while we're ad break. Oh, that's a good choice, Thara. I've only listened to a little bit of Iris. She's got like she's a really good singer, obviously. Yeah, besides I haven't got like a connection. Shit, okay. Okay, I think I'm seeing a bit more of the way this is supposed to go. There we go. I don't know how to Crusade. Step 1, move in a direction. Step 2, never stop. There we go. But where am I going? Oh yeah, but yeah. Wait, so what you say? She didn't name her snake Boros because she's a big Ravnica fan? That would be kind of like a really deep cut, I guess. I mean Boros is like pretty like knowledgeable, like if you know magic stuff, but it'd still be very funny to name your snake Boros. Like, I feel like you'd have a better job of naming your snake like Orochi or something like that if you're gonna name your snake magic things. Or if you want to name your snake after the most famous magic snake of all, Steve. Or the I don't know. That's one of those things where sometimes magic cards get community nicknames, and I don't remember where the source is. Sakura Tribe Elder just got called Steve a long time ago, and that name is just Stick. Golden Dice. So I'm not a Gruul boy. I'm not a Gruul boy. For docking any Ravnica guild, I'm Golgari. I like me some Golgari. Oh yeah, 100%. No, it is. It is. I'm pretty sure it's that. It's the same way that Hal, my name Hal, and then my little rat buddy Pino are Jalapeno. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I wish I knew where Steve came from Sakura Tribe Elder, because like if I show you a picture of it, like I don't think anybody's gonna be like, ah, yes, he looks like a Steve. You're gonna be like, Hal, that's insane. What are you talking about? Picture. Oh, get Sakura Tribe Elder. Let's get the original print because I'm not a fucking plebeian. There's so many prints of this. When did I guess he's been reprinted in like everything ever till the end of time. To the point where I'm struggling to even find in the big old list of prints which one is the original. I should not waste too much time finding the original. Oh, there we go. Everybody, are you for people who have not played Magic, are you ready to see Steve? Steve, are you ready to see yourself? Here's your persona, Steve. You're a snake, but you also have 4 arms because Ravnica was a silly place. I tell you, are you recently bled? No, I'd prefer not to know that information, but now I do, and I can never unknow it. Yippee! How you doing, Goonie? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, wait, who's oohing about Vesper? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's one of those things like when a VTuber does like reincarnate, you know, it's very, you get a different vibe. It's going good. I've been working on this. Oh god, I've been working on this guy today, and some nuns too, and then like this plank of wood that he's. The eventual plan is that I want him to stand on the wood like this, so effectively something like that, like a nice big setup. The angles on this thing was like not meant for printing. Oh yeah, have they shown you the chocobos yet? I know I saw there's Stiltskin, the Moogle guy got a card. Sin got a card. Bunch of neat stuff. You got good power pose, yeah. Like a lot of Holo fans. It do be like that. It's like, I mean, I can't even like give anyone shit for that. I did like for me it was about Lulu. Like I know Lulu reincarnated Suzuhara Lulu from Niji Sanji man. But like it was at that point it was just like it was different. The reincarnation is different. So you get like a little difference there. A lot of times the difference comes from who you interact with. At least the new vampire situation. At least that is like, oh yeah, no, you still get like the same kind of interactions to a certain degree. What do I want to do is under. I'm going to go back to like my red and gray. I could change the little butt flap skirt to a different color. One of my black grays is basically down to nothing. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Shit, yeah. Saz's joke about the one. He's the guy from Final Fantasy 13. I remember him. I think he was like the one character that I was like, ooh, this guy's fun. Everyone else is kind of annoying or weird, but like weird and like it's like I feel you could feel him because he was just like I liked him. He was just like a dad trying his best, and then he's surrounded by fucking like anime people, and then Lightning, who you could tell somebody at Square Enix was like, that's her. my dream woman. I will make my dream woman real. It's like, man, I'm trying to get back to my kids. Yeah, it was. I never beat, like, this is what I'm talking about, where like I've played many Final Fantasies, but a lot of times I haven't beat most of them. I did that thing where I got to the open world area and I was like, I don't care. I would have liked a more open game prior to that point, but I was like, this is far too late. I no longer give any shit about any of this. Yeah, open world with air quotes, yeah. But basically, for context, Final Fantasy 13 was a very linear game. And that's not necessarily bad, mind you. Like technically, like it did the exact same thing that like I was kind of enjoying in the Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, where it's like you're going from one place to another. There's a very specific like plot happening. But like I don't know, it just never grabbed me quite that much. So yeah, I don't know. Like the combat was pretty fun, but like it's a good combat can't make an RPG. A bad combat can break it though. Fuck Xenosaga 2. I mean, Xenosaga 2 has a lot of issues, but like goddamn, the combat was a fucking slog. How do I reach some of these crevices? Jesus Christ. This is another example of a model that was like, it looks cool. I do not believe this was designed to be painted by normal people. Like, what the fuck is this going on over here? Like, I'm gonna keep painting it because I like this guy and I like the sculpt. I'm gonna make this work, but like, hot damn, why? Burn snow and hope. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of like some of the over hatred stuff for 13. I remember kind of being like a bit much, but yeah, no, it wasn't like a particularly great game. It was fine out of 10. But then that was not enough to get me to continue to play it. It was not enough to get me to continue to play it. I wouldn't mind going back through, like, I don't know. It's another one of those like dumb things where like the new magic cards. I'm like, man, I'm kind of feeling a little Final Fantasy. It'd be fun, like it'd be kind of fun to play one. I haven't played a proper one in a while. But I don't know what that would be, and I do not have any, like, I don't know when the fuck I would find the time to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it would be like a 7. It was fine. God, I remember like even when I was like a younger child, when I was like reading like game magazines, like it's kind of weird that like the like 7 is average. I guess because a lot of it just takes cues from like the American education system, where it's like, yeah, 50% fail. I guess all of them were, you say, yeah, they were just using the exact same metric, but yeah, no. So there's a lot of okay games kicking around. Yeah, I guess it was just like, yeah, exactly like a high school thing. Here, what the fuck? So now they did his like main outfit gray. Figure out what to do. He's got like these like little poofy like back skirt guard thing. As if I also make that dark red too. I should probably just try to double up on some colors, just because like otherwise it's gonna be fucking nice. I mean, people ask surprise, yeah. I mean, it's an understandable thing. Like once you like really think about the source, but yeah, if you think like it's like, hey, wait a minute, oh god, oh no, he dripping, oh no, he dripping, way too. Oh, hold on, shut up. Luckily, okay, that's luckily not the worst, because this guy is basically going to be like, well, a lot of this guy is going to be like, a lot of that brown is going to be dry brushed with gold anyway. Something like that. He got that drip in a real literal sense for sure. Tell where some things start and some things end. I think if I just kind of like get the colors right enough, it'll probably be fine. Step 1 right now is just trying to get like everything painted to some degree. I gotcha. Yeah, we're stuck with it over here, so it's like, what am I gonna do? Leather. There we go. Give him like a light leather boot. No, I did like a darker brown. Like, there we go. Do charred brown with a little bit of Steel Legion grab. This is also one of those things, just going back to like what paints do you use? How a lot of them are just like, well, I buy newer paints from Vallejo, Tooth and Coat sometimes, or if I'm feeling spicy and like they're at my shop, or if I'm feeling like doing an online order, I'll do what's it called? Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl stuff. But yeah, I still have like a decent amount of like older G-Dubs paints that I've kind of like still kicking around, but I mostly like recycled them. Yeah, I mean, there's always like you also too like want to get like context as well. I'm there. Oh, this is just a song that's taking a while to start up. Where it's like, in the same way that like I wouldn't want somebody who was like, I hate JRPGs to like review JRPGs, but that was legitimately how a lot of like game magazines were growing. We still kind of got a weird thing too, in like Western review culture, where like Japanese games are put on like a whole weird separate scale. Like you would see that a lot of like the just like Japanese games getting shit on for being Japanese, to the point where even like developers were like, man, that's kind of fucked up. Kind of weird. Luckily, I mean, that's died down a little bit. Like now you can even find like people that are like, yo, I specialize in like these sorts of games, so you can actually expect like fair reviews for what I'm doing, which I really, really appreciate. Yeah, no, I remember just like, it's like, well, cool, this game looks fun, and they're like, yeah, it's a JRPG, I hate it. It's pretty good, but I hate it, so I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a. Yeah, now people just ignored. Which, I mean, that's been cooking for a while. Like there was the very infamous screenshot of like some game advertisement advertising Call of like doing a review of Call of Duty, and you would look at all of the fucking like banners and ads around there. Like you were doing a review of Call of Duty, but all the banners and stuff were clearly Call of Duty themed. You're like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to get a fair and balanced opinion of Call of Duty from this place. No, obviously not. Yeah, I used to like X-Play too, but I don't recall, like, I think my brain has just created like a gestalt of like, oh, the X-Play I remember growing up, and then like has not touched that. I have to, I know that like, especially like Cessla, the funny thing is people are like, you know, Adam Cessla, you're kind of like weirdly racist to Japanese people, and he doubled down, which is a bold move. It's a bold move to do that. Hi, Dan Moyer, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, what does 7 mean? I mean, hey, we got brackets now. Yay, it's the exact same thing. God, it's the exact same thing. Like, it was what's it called? Let's see what's it called. Yeah, so so for context for Magic, EDH, the big multiplayer format, which is like now like the most popular Magic format, was not really balanced at all. So, like, to the point where it's like, you know, it started out as like, this is a fun, casual format for friends to play in the big multiplayer game with all the cards that are just like too bad to play in like standard, because like you have a big stupid monster, but it costs like 8 mana. Yeah, you can play that in EDH. It's fine. No one gives a shit. And then Wizard of the Coast realized they can make money off of the format, and then years and years later, it is no longer just the fun, casual multiplayer format. It is. But it both is and isn't, which sounds like me double speaking, but hear me out. It is that, and that's still what it's advertised at, but because it was never meant to be that, you get a bunch of people like having to like really go through like a checklist and like try to figure out like, okay, I don't want my deck to be too strong, but I want my deck to be strong. And like some groups will be like, oh no, that thing that's in your deck that makes it strong, too much for our group. And that's sort of been like a weird like etiquette point of contention for the community for years, because like people try to make like an unofficial power scale from 1 to 10, but nobody's gonna be like, yeah, no, my like, unless you're playing like a real cutthroat meta, would be like, yeah, my deck is a 10, it's ready to fucking rock. A lot of people are just like, yeah, my deck's a 7, you know, it's like pretty cash, and then like it's, who knows? How you doing, Mittens? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? So yeah, so they made a newer system called Brackets, which is supposed to break that down a little bit, which it kind of does and kind of doesn't. Like it does, and then like it's got more concrete criteria, but also it's both concrete criteria and vibes. So like on the new bracket system, a 1 is supposed to be like, I've never super understood this format, but there's this idea, but some people will make like real shitty meme decks. Like the joke is like the typical kind of like joke, but also serious answer is like ladies looking left the deck. Like, well, this deck just has all the creatures and lands and arts just have women looking to the left. Haha. I made it sound like a fetish thing. No, it's not. It's not that. But it's like a deck that's not really designed to do anything really, other than just like, or yeah, just maybe like a silly hat deck or like. But it's like a real narrow criteria. Because like if you're like, oh, my theme is an elf deck, that's like, no, it's too like elves are actually like a good thing, and like if you put all the good elves together, that's like a legitimate deck. But then you also got, but because the new system's part vibes, and it's like, well, your deck can't have any of these, but also you need to build your deck to be like kind of shit to be part of tier 1. But then you got people like, no, I've optimized my deck for tier 1 to fucking crush people who play in tier 1 decks. I'm like, no, it's like, that's wrong. That's not right. All right, sneak in. Oh yeah, enjoy yourself. I should say hello at work. That's a mood. I wish I could watch more VTubers at work. It's hard to do that these days for me. The guild does not allow it though. I'm gonna be getting potentially a guild snow day tomorrow, but also I hope my power doesn't go out again because I don't want that. I don't need that in my life. Look at the lad. He's turning out pretty good. Still got like a couple like little bits in like the interior that I'm gonna have to like real start. Oh, I gotta get the fucking. Oh yeah, I got me a new extra shiny gold too. Don't worry, all my things are charged and I got my backup battery charged. I don't think I'm gonna lose power again, but I'm not gonna say it's not on the table. So like, everybody, give me your strength, please. Grabbing a gold. So nitrous, have a good night, take it easy. Yeah, me building decks on. I've done like a couple of Magic streams in the past, but like that kind of goes back to that thing I was talking about. It's hard to make Magic appealing for people who don't play Magic. Like there's not a format crossover. Like maybe if I did like, you know, like I tried, like I remember doing a Modern Horizons 2 box opening where if I opened a good pack, I would sing a happy song on karaoke night. And if I picked out a shit one, I would sing a sad one. Like that one I felt conceptually was really neat, but like, nah, did not, people were not interested. And I think the culprit is because Magic. people not interested in Magic who are not already interested in Magic. And that was fair. That was fair. I'm like, I'm not gonna try anymore. With Magic, I've had many fun streams since then. Don't get me wrong. This is me like, I hate this. No one likes my expensive stupid cards. Bleh. I don't expect anyone to like the expensive stupid cards. Like I said, it's a thing. Magic only appeals to people who play Magic. Really, the only people that I think can make interesting content in the Magic area outside of people who play Magic, there's a guy named like Ristic Studies does really interesting like history deep dives. And like if you can explain something in a way that's interesting, people will watch for whatever. I got sucked into a competitive Beyblade video just on accident. It was just recommended to me. It's like this Beyblade combination was so strong it warped the meta. And I'm like, okay. Conceptually, I have not heard of competitive Beyblade, but considering that it is a thing where you could like customize it, I'm not surprised that there was a competitive meta for Beyblade. So it effectively was making a Beyblade that was just like really top heavy in a way that would like bully certain like really aggressive art combinations that were really common at the meta at the time. So people had to like tech around it. Like it wasn't like unbeatable, but it was like a really strong combo that's like you're gonna have to figure out a way to deal with this or you're probably gonna lose. Here we go. Well, yeah, I get recommended those all the time, and I don't know why, but they rub me the wrong way. The idea of like we got a Yu-Gi-Oh guy to figure out if these Magic cards are any good. I don't know why I did like a hick accent for that, but like I get those a lot. I don't know why those have always been like rubbed me the wrong way. Like 100% cast iron. You mean just like a skillet that you just put like a disc on there? Yeah, I like Spice 8 Rack a little bit. Like I usually like his videos, and I don't even mind his politics. There's a couple of times that, like, if I watch Spice 8 Act and he goes too deep into it, of like, I will be annoyed. Though the funny thing is that's never caused me to stop watching his video. The one time I did put one down, he was doing like a big retrospective on all the D&D Magic cards, and he took off his shirt, and that hungry skeleton motherfucker was such a rattle me bones individual that I was like, I have to get out of here. I look like I'm looking at a starving 14-year-old boy. I need to leave. I need to leave right now. Which I like how that was like the straw for me. I'm like, no, you have to stop. You have to stop doing this. You have to put on a fucking shirt, my guy. Oh yeah, I might be surprised that there's band setups, and I think people were talking about wanting to ban this setup. It was like I can't. It's like Beyblade combos apparently named themselves based off of like the parts, like the everything on there. Yeah, I know, right? Me loves body horror. Get to see skinny British man recoils in disgust. Yeah, no, that tracks. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The thing is, like, I don't think it was even prompted. I think he was talking about, like, he was like, oh, I'm a barbarian in this example, so I'm going to take off my shirt. And I was just like, oh, God. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, my guy. Please don't. Yeah, British, I know. Yeah, it's weird because, like, I'm generally, like, willing to, like, listen to other people's viewpoints, even if I don't agree with them. I think the idea is someone I don't agree with, clearly I must insult them and wish death upon them. No. I tried to avoid that as much as possible. There's people who like make stuff that's like, oh yeah, this is good stuff, and I like your analysis is interesting, even if I don't necessarily agree with it. Yeah, no, but like, I'm gonna Google Spice 8 Rack shirtless and just put him on stream. I did like his goblin video. I like the last one he did about like the magic, like it was kind of the idea to talk about like the fact that like magic is burning, like it's kind of it's a sentiment I had about like magic doesn't really have much of like a property, like intellectual property future because it's burning them for short-term profits. And also like, you know, because it just doesn't establish itself. I like that one a lot. I like that one quite a bit. So let me get like a little bit more ski ring things. Then I guess the plan. Part of me almost wants to like glue him just so I can once again hold him to something. But I know as soon as I do that, well actually. I actually got like a recently exposed bottom if I can see little bits like beginning to chip. This is probably like having a drill in the middle and just hold him by that stick probably would have been better. Oh shit, I didn't answer about the Reaper paints. Yeah, I've never tried any of Reaper's paints. I'm sure they're fine. I've seen them in shops, but like they're not super common where I'm at. I just don't think I've ever really gotten like into them. What brown do these? I guess if I do like a layer of the wood. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the John Blanche paints did look sick. I just did not want to pay the price for those. The price was a bit much for me. Yeah, they always struck me as, like, fine. Like, apparently they did, like, a big range refresh a while ago that apparently made a lot of their paints really, really solid. That, I will say, at the end of the day, we're now in a legitimately very nice era for miniature paints. Like, it used to be, like, you know, Vallejo was good, Games Workshop was expensive, but fine. And then you, like, Army Painter was shit, but cheap. But, like, now, like, Army Painter is pretty good. You got Tooth and Coach. You got AK, which is pretty good and cheap. We legitimately live in a very, very blessed era for getting paints. Like, you could, like, as long as you're not going to the fucking Michaels and buying, like, fucking, like, apple barrel paints. Like, as long as you're not doing that, like, it's really, really nice. Like, you could probably, like, I mean, people be like, oh, like, this formula like, acts weird, or I don't like the way the shade looks compared to the way it used to. But, like, you're not going to get garbage paints. You're going to at least get, like, pretty ite paints. Like, 8 out of 10 paint. How color did I do the dirt? See that, like, little back nub? I like. Well, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Army Painter now is pretty solid. I've been using Army Painter paints tonight. Not all of them, but like my gray that I use that I'm going to be painting right now. Where is it? Yeah, deep gray from Army Painter. The new Fanatic line. Yeah. I got that. The Brigandine Brown, Army Painter. Yeah. Like if like my house burned down tonight and I had to rebuy my entire paint collection, I'd be okay with getting nothing but Army Painter. Would I? I don't know. I still am kind of partial to Vallejo these days, but like, you know, if I only could buy Army Painter after like my collection burned down, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I can live with this. I can live with this. Yeah, see, I'm very lucky that I live near 2 shops that sell Vallejo paints. One of them does like the model color line, the other one does the game color, so it's like, oh yeah, this is a good mix. But I know, like, as usual, I'm in a very blessed situation for like getting hobby supplies and stuff. My situation is very, very lucky when it comes to stuff. Eat a burger. I eat burgers when was the last burger I ate though, to be fair? I don't know. I haven't eaten a burger in a bit. I do like to eat burger though. I do like to eat burger. Maybe once I get paid, I'll get me a burger. Assuming I crawl out of this winter storm unscathed. I don't think it's gonna be like a big deal. I'm just hoping I don't lose power again. That's really about it. That's really the crux of it. I mean, that's fair. It's always the tricky thing too that like even if a paint line's good, you know, paints act weird individually. Yeah, I don't think I would get anything else other than those 2 lines. Yeah, I like burger, but like I made my own, like, you know, I made stir fry tonight, so like I've been eating that. I usually make me a big thing as like stir fry, and I like eat on that over the course of a couple of days, and then I do it again. I live very like bachelor lifestyle where, like, you know, the food I make's good, but a lot of it is like, this will sustain me for another week, so I will do that. Yeah, I've gone back and forth on that. Like, I usually I'll be like, I just need a specific color. I did see that you recommended maybe it was you, someone else might have recommended the glistening gore from them. And like, you know, I'd be willing to try a blood effect that comes in like a little tube instead of a fucking G-dubs thing. I'd be willing to give that a go. What brown did I use? What brown did I use for this base? I don't recall. I have so many browns. Use Brigandine Brown for that? I think I use a brighter brown. Sip. See, to be fair, I used to make a lot more Japanese curries. I used to make, like, Japanese curry is the equivalent to that. I just haven't in a while because I did Japanese curry for too long that I got burnt out on it. So I just kind of dialed back. Honestly, I might make some. That does sound good. That does sound really good. Because I can use this other browning. Yeah, that's usually it too for like when people are like, what paints do I use? A lot of times, like, I've sworn off G-dubs colors, but I still use, what color is it? For G-dubs, I still use their, like, Warplock Bronze, because I really like that paint. I really, really, really like that paint. So, like, I will make that work. Red brown. Base. Actually, I kind of like this. Bigger brush for this though, or else this poor size 1's gonna fucking explode. There we go. But yeah. I love leftovers. Oh really? I don't know. I love leftovers. I just get me a big bunch and I just kind of coast off that for a while. It's good. I think it's also because, like, you know, I stream 4 days a week, and then the 1 day is the movie night. So it's like I don't get a lot of time for cooking. Usually I'll try cooking on like the weekends or like on a Monday, like one of the days I got off, and then they'll usually work. Yeah, I've been taking all my G-dubs paints and I've been putting them in a bag because I do want to try to get my magic group more into war games. And my thought, and like a lot of them also just like play D&D with minis. So I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'll just donate some like old 3D prints I didn't end up printing, like doing anything with. Like I'll print a model and be like, oh yeah, I'm not going to use this for anything. Okay. I'm not even going to paint this. So like, I might as well just get rid of it. So. I got you. The good old Campbell's chunky method. I mean, that's also been a life path I've walked, a path I've walked on in the past. That's more like college me, but yeah, I do remember doing that. This is, it's fine. Oh, maybe. What happens if I take the red? Because like the darker cloak was going to build up into. Yeah, I got this like dirty gold. I got like a dirty gold and then like some bright gold. I'm gonna try to mix up a little bit. The skulls, I'm gonna try to do the dirty gold. Oh yeah, no, that's a mood. Also, it's like what's really, really bad is when you get some paints and like you paint something and then you take a long pause and then you look at them all and like, what paints did I use for this? I get that a lot where I'm just like, man, I don't recall any of this. And you try to go through your paints and you're like, oh man, I can't find that paint that worked for this. That's how you doing, Legerman? How you doing? How you doing? I'm working on the lad. He's turning out pretty good. I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna try to like take out his colors and stuff like that. Yeah, never. Yeah, I need to start taking notes. A lot of like really, really good painters recommend that like, oh yeah, if you're working on a scheme you like, you should just take notes when you do it. So just to write down like, oh yeah, this my leather recipe are these colors. That's such a good idea, and I never do it. I mean, luckily for me, in theory, I can go back to a stream, but like, it's hard for me to be like, when did I stream painting this? Okay, this gold on top of brown was a good idea, though. This looks pretty legit. Rougher side. Hey, there we go. There we go. I forget. I just have terrible memory in general, though. So like, I forget shit. I forget so much shit. It's the worst. Gold on the back of the stuff. I'm gonna do like gold mail, and I don't know if gold mail is gonna necessarily work, but I'm gonna give it a go. Oh yeah. We're saying like you got a model and you like buy a paint for that, and you're like, well, I got this color now. Yeah, no, that's. I used to do that a bit more, but I've been trying to coordinate my colors a wee bit. Going pretty tight. Go. I'm seeing some of these angles too. It's like I'm seeing white, where I just have missed some stuff. Not too bad though. No. Oh yeah, no, that's also like when you get like color drift too, where it's like you're working on a model, or like you're working on an army, and like as you get better at the army, the models, like the colors begin to change. I get that a lot. Where it's just like, especially like some of my earlier leaps and bounds for like Death Guard and stuff. Some of those like early Death Guard like look really, really like worse and or different. Like I use different colors, I use different techniques. I'm sure this new batch on Plague Marines I've been working on are gonna look real weird next to my old ones. Oh, the Blanche colors did look nice. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll crack and try to get those just because I didn't go for the thing, but. I try to like highlight the reds on like a couple bits. This is mostly just because like this is the real color I was going to try to build this to, and just sort of leave a lot of the darker mixture in the regions. Then eventually the enamel wash is probably going to dull this down a lot more, because I've noticed that like the enamel washes I do really blend colors, which is fine, which is what I'm kind of looking for at the end of the day. I'm probably. How you doing, Kobe? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I have that mood, and sometimes I'm weak and I do that, and I'll just like drop a model in the big chemical pot. But I've been trying not to, because like, you know, I would rather just keep going and work on new stuff and be like, well, lesson learned, just kind of carry that forward. And that's been that mindset has been helping me a decent amount. It really has. Like maybe that'll work. Good tell for Jack. I mean, I was thinking, especially for like War Machine stuff too, where it's like a lot of the models are like pretty simple. Like I have 2 Talon Warjacks from back in the day that I painted wildly different. Those are one of those ones. I kept one as like a reminder, because I used a Talon for. I played the Iron Kingdoms RPG a very little bit. I only owned the core book for that. I really liked the system though. Like it was very. It definitely used the bones of the war game to the point where like combat was interchangeable between the two. Like you could technically take a PC from that and run it in War Machine. You would get destroyed, and like not like the PCs in the RPG were weaker, like quite a bit, so they were easy to be like exploded. But like a lot of fighting like mechanical knowledge carried through, so it's actually like pretty intuitive for a group that played War Machine already. I don't know if like a new person who would just decide to get into the system would like if they'd really get much out of it, but I mean, a forbidden juice of funny smells. Yeah, if you mean like a LA totally awesome bucket I have in my kitchen that's been every now and then it begins to like slightly dry up, so I just pour a little bit more in. It's got a Deimos pattern like rhino in there. It's got some random Horus Heresy stuff from my shop. Actually got like a pretty reasonable mix of things. Blue on you, buddy. The other option is I could just like grip by the I could just grip by the And actually, I'll just continue to grip by the. I keep forgetting that like I used the method of using like the baking soda to kind of like really lock this in. So the color should be pretty like I mean this should be relatively strong, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about like shit. There we go. This is gonna be nice because I think this is gonna be like I was worried that like this guy might be done early. This is why I brought the Stigmatic Nuns. Don't worry, if you guys like the Stigmatic Nuns, I'll probably paint them. I didn't have a dedicated mini that I was like what I knew what I wanted to paint on Sunday. Those might be it though. Might be it. I'm trying to move in some rounds I'm slowly working on. Ooh, let's go. I mean, hey, the nice thing about it, if you really want, you could take those Krieg and you can take the Night Haunts and then you can make them into Trench Ghosts for Trench Crusade. Oh, there we go. Big brain move. Big brain activate. I mean, do what you want with those. Yeah. But no, yeah, that's real. That's real. But yeah, okay, it would be nice to like. I do think someday I'll probably do some more War Machine stuff, just to like. They released a new 2-player starter box, which is like Aquatic Trollkin, and the Aquatic Trollkin look pretty good, but the other side's fucking Chimera, and I see them. I see the butchered remains of Everblight, and then I feel the hatred inside me, and I have to turn away. So Steve, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Oh yeah, definitely. If you're feeling tired and defeated, definitely get you some sleep. Have yourself a nice rest. Get some tasty gamer. Yeah, I think there's a discount thing that's going to be happening on the 21st. So like that'll be a bigger discount. So if you guys are looking to get gamer juice, that would probably be the time. I don't know how much buildup I'm wanting to do over the reds for this, but I think just like enough that I can kind of like bring that color back a little bit. Probably what will happen is I'm going to build up the reds, I'm going to enamel wash it, and I'm going to further build up the reds because I think for like a lot of the people who kind of use those like enamels, the enamel is the instep, or maybe they'll use like a couple of enamels for the instep. I usually do like doing a little bit of acrylic painting. I don't know. G-Dubs is weird with bases where sometimes the model's like, yeah, this is a big model. We're gonna put it on a bigger base now, and then other times they'll be like, nah, this model can still use the small base. Fine. I don't know. I guess at that point maybe you just use some terrain, just use some like cork or whatever, just to give it a little bit of an overhang. That's probably be the least annoying way to do that. This is retaining the red. The rest are kind of drying back. This is another one of those colors that like paint on really bright, but then when I kind of go for it, it goes pretty dark. Oh, and then what's going on there? There we go. Yeah, I kind of wish G-Dubs would have like a lot of other RPGs would adopt like a consistent scaling size, where it'd be like, okay, so like all infantry are going to be like X size, and then you go up one more. And they kind of do that, but sometimes they kind of deviate. Like I think just going like some Goonhammer stuff I was looking at for the new Krieger guys. Apparently, and like maybe correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it looked like a lot of the Krieger guys are just like, sometimes you would have a guy on a 32mm base because he's a commander. Sometimes you wouldn't. Sometimes you got like a guy on a 28mm base for a reason, like some of the artillery teams. They just kind of like to do. They just kind of like to have weird base. Oh no, buddy, you know. I stop him from flipping over so I can get him doing. I'm using the dirty gray to get some like distressed wood coloration stuff. I think I've been usually using like a buff to do this, but I think leaning to like a darker yellow, kind of yellow gray has been very, very nice to me. But for my cowboys, oh yeah, there we go, hell yeah. There's a Grimdark Compendium video for like upping your bases that I have bookmarked that I want to look at. I'm very due for another like Hal spends a day looking at mini tutorials to find some ways to like maybe pick up some extra skills or some like extra like little techniques I haven't missed. Because like I do that every now and then to like get like better at like glazing and stuff like that. Usually I find that like I want to get better at like getting like real good color blends on things. And that's the stuff I usually look up like how to blend better ? And a lot of it is just like stuff I already know. But I just need to get better at the actual application stuff like that. Yeah, I love that. Or like how like Malifaux had kind of like different base sizes, but the height characteristic was really fun because you could have a model with a white base, but like a little height, like the some of the Rezer guys, like the Molly's crew. You had like the head that was kicking, that's like in a little baby pram. And like that was nice because it also got away with like the whole like true line of sight dealio. So it's like, oh yeah, you're height 5, so like you were basically like X tall from the X up from the bottom of the base. So, or can you shoot that cylinder through that? Yeah, cool. Free real estate. You're getting shot. I appreciate that. I once again shout out to the Trench Crusade team for having a really intuitive and handy system for doing their cover. The really fun thing about Trench Crusade's cover system is, are you touching cover and can your opponent not draw a clear line of sight to you? So really just it's been a while since I looked at Malifaux, but that sounds right. I have a thirsty monster today. Let's go. Very light green for the stone. And yeah, then maybe I could probably glue him onto the base. I could just have like a firmer thing to grasp onto. And then realize that I glued him on too early and I ruined everything, and then I'll deal with it. It's my eternal struggle that I run into when I paint. Like, this mall is hard to grip onto. Maybe I glue it. And like, oh, mouth. God. All these like older war games that I was like invested in and I would like to get back into at least a little bit. I don't know. This is another thing where it's like every now and then I'm jelly of like those like those like big mini war game channels. Like it's like Mini War Gaming and a couple of others where it's just like a bunch of dudes just get together and just play war games on like on film. I'm not saying on stream out of reflex, but I don't think they actually stream those. Like it must be cool. Just like, fuck it. What are we playing today? I don't know. Like 10 billion. Like I think it's like 10 or 8 billion suns. I don't know. There's a game called like X Billion Suns, which is like a campaign-based ship game. Which I really like its catch-up mechanic. You basically have to spend money to score. So like if you're ahead and you're trying to like close out the game, a lot of times what's going on is that like you are spending your resource points that you would use to like recruit and buy gear and stuff. So if a player falls behind, they're just gonna be like, oh shit, I can just buy new shit now. It's like you want to be good, and you want to like spend points to like win, but you can do it in a way that like you won't totally just like eclipse another player. I'm a little bit curious about how that's going to pan out in a Trench Crusade campaign. I was talking to some of the people at the shop, and like I think what I need to do is just I'm going to need to take some matters in my own hands to get like a campaign thing going. I think the interest is definitely there. It's just I think everyone's sort of just dragging their feet. So I think I need to be like, yo, today we're going to be doing like maybe like a session of a campaign. Like this is not going to be a real campaign. But we're going to play it like it is one. Like, we're going to play the amount of points. We're going to roll for glory at the end of this. Maybe do like 2 games in a row. How you doing, Colton? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Back on the war game mood today, as I'm working on my various Trench Crusade lads. Trying to get a little bit more. I forgot about this base. I'm trying to get it with this turquoise, and then I'm going to. A lot of times I haven't done the part B for this, which is like you basically will do it like this, but you also use a bit of like the G-dubs oxide stuff, which I think I'm gonna try doing that today, just because it's been a while since I've done that. Really pan out. Ooh, yeah, let's go, let's go. Yeah, it's been going pretty good. I've been running into newer people playing at the shop. But yeah, the games are going good, but I want to do a campaign. I want to do a campaign real bad. Because there's just like so much fun campaign stuff. I will, except for your Grail. Your Grail, you don't get as much fun campaign stuff because most of your models can't promote. I'm sure I'll be fine though. I don't know. This is another one of those things I look at like other people online and like theory crap by looking at stuff. I'm like, well, maybe when I actually play this, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Like this one's got like a little bit of a tricky spot to paint onto, but also this is my fault. I built this base. This base is 3D printed stuff, but like this is a chunk. That's a separate chunk. That like little bit of brickwork is a chunk, and then this cross is a chunk. These are all things that I put in there myself. I did this to me for reasons. Let's go ahead and get that going. But yeah, no, I've been very blessed though, because I do generally get like 1 or 2 games of Trench Crusade every week. I think this last week was kind of dead just because of Valentine's Day stuff. Like to the point where like I was a little surprised that like I was able to get a game in, because the person I was playing I knew had like a significant other, but apparently she was doing like some like school things that day, like a college exam. I was like, oh cool, that's cool. So I got to play. I'm still playing against New Antioch though, please. I'm so ready. I'm so excited that we got like a couple of people looking to play Court now, because I've been doing nothing but playing New Antioch. Yeah, exactly. How you know it's going? Yeah, no, it really is. I really like basing. A lot of times, like I kind of keep my basing like pretty utilitarian, where it's like this is like a big thing of cork. I get some texture. I get some like height difference stuff. Like it's usually pretty good, but yeah, I do want to see what that the like, because I know some of the Grimdark people do like a pretty elaborate basing thing. I've seen some like stuff. Usually, I mean, a lot of philosophy is just put a bunch of stuff, just put a bunch of stuff on the base, just load that base fucking up with stuff, and like yeah, maybe that will give me like I don't want to try to like overload my bases with stuff. Like maybe that's too much stuff. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm gonna dry with the that, and then it's gonna be dry enough. I do like basing. Yeah, core. Oh god. As far as I can tell, nobody at my shop is interested in core, which makes me a little sad. Maybe what I gotta do is I just gotta say fuck it. I gotta make a core New Antioch army, so I can be like, yo, it's core time. Let's fucking go. And then someone's like, "What the fuck are these little goofy guys?" I'm like, "Well, glad you asked." And then maybe get some core in. Though looking into core as a serious war game, it's been kind of low on my list. Not that I'm not interested. It's just I only got so much time. And now I got to get back into the. I want to do more Lancer stuff again. It's like I feel like every time I play Lancer, it's been just a long enough break that I've forgotten how to use Foundry almost entirely. I think probably what's going to happen is like my Pathfinder group are beginning to like almost like basically independently are like, ooh, Foundry's got some good features. So I don't know if we're going to do it this campaign or not. It's odd. So like my group tends to do longer campaigns now. Like I think this one's been going on for like 2 years, and it's very likely to go maybe another like 1 to 2 years extra at the rate we're going. So like maybe my group will switch to Foundry early. Maybe we'll switch to it in like 2027. Oh yeah, no, it's not Foundry. Like anything that's really info rich. Like Would I need Foundry for like, I don't know, like a very simple like game? Probably not. But like, yeah, for like Lancer or Pathfinder, like it's like stuff that has like a lot of stuff you could like look up and reference. Like I would love the idea of like using the Pathfinder module, so that ways I can just like pull up a feat directly on there. Oh, that's a spicy deal. Yo, let's go. Yeah, all my core stuff is just from the stuff from the guys my mini factory page. I haven't tried the clay yet. I've seen some really cool stuff with like getting like some like 3D printed rollers for those. Dry brush. I'm in the general area. This is a base for the nun that's just doing a sick ninja pose, who's probably not gonna get like messed with a lot today. But yeah, no, like I've liked Foundry every time I've used it. It's just that like it is rolled or damn near, but what's it called? For me, it's like I have used Roll20 for like unironically over a decade. I can mentally agree that Foundry is better. I will be fighting to unlearn that for like probably another 10 years. And like I've been given good like plugin lists, like fucking for shout out to Moss, who gave me like a real baller list, and a lot of it did go into the Lancer stuff. Not all of it, because there's a lot on that list, and I need to continue to poke and prod at it. But yeah, no, a lot of the stuff you can get from Foundry is really, really nice. Actually, apparently Foundry is a pretty solid Necronica mod too, which I'm looking forward to. Like, I've ran Necronica a decent amount. I've never ran Necronica with Foundry, but the ability just like, from what I can understand, you could just plug in a body part and it has all the like the info on there. Like the Roll20 Necronica sheet's really janky because it was originally it was in Korean. I used a machine translation to try to translate it. Somebody else finished my machine translation and passed it back to me, which is what I've been using for some games. Like they unfuck some buttons or whatever. But I've not really proceeded to touch it since. Hey, wait for that. This is pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna do some gluing. Everybody. This might be a mistake, but then I can hold on to the base, so I'm looking forward to it. Double check. That's the pose I want. What is going on with my glue? I think I got like 2 identical things of super glue, because one of these has got like way more like crust on it than the other. There we go. The crust is mostly coming off. Let's see if I can actually get glue on the feet. I got some. Looking for like. Okay, I got the super ultra giga gel, which I got. Yeah, I just went to the store too. I could have bought some more glue. It's so it's not. It is and it isn't. Necronica is like one of those games where the crunch is front loaded. So you basically have a lot of like you basically build a zombie girl out of like 5 body parts that all do different things, and then you also have some default, but like every zombie can like bite, they can move with their feet, stuff like that. And like in combat, most of the time you're like doing an action per round, and it takes X amount of AP, which will lower you in the initiative. But the big thing about it is it's like, you know, in the what's it called? When I run it on Roll20, you have to manually put the body parts in. But if you have Foundry, I'm pretty sure you can just like on Foundry, you can just be like include the body part when you're building, and it'll just have all the rules for it ready to go. Like, it probably wouldn't change things a whole lot, but it would save me a lot of time, which is always, like, pretty baller. All right, there we go. The lad has been glued, so I'm gonna work on the nuns while he's getting dried. Then I can begin doing a little bit of extra highlighting and stuff. Look at I'm enjoying this though. I really like how the pose turned out. He's got like a really good like dynamic sense to him. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a little bit to dry just so he doesn't. A custom miniature roller. I feel like I might have seen this person. Yes, I think I have some of their things bookmarked. They had a sandbag roller that I was considering making. Because, like, you know, I've been playing a lot of Trench Crusade. The idea of making a ludicrous amount of sandbags sounds really excellent right now. I'm gonna need so many fucking sandbags. Holy shit. Like, look at this lady to figure out like what parts need metal on her. I think doing metal would be the easiest at the moment. So like I have 3D printable sandbags, but like, you know, they're rigid resin. The rigid resin, which isn't bad. How you doing, Charlie? It's me, the Warhammer Vtuber. Because apparently I'm a pirate now. But how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm working on. Oh god. Why is the tip of that brush beginning to dry? Good. I got all these new Vallejo like synthetic brushes, which are kind of nice, but I'm always beginning to see them fray. So I'm just gonna probably not give that much of a shit if they get used for metals. I'm due for a like true proper like redo. Like just get me a bunch of new brushes. Maybe straight up just give me one of those like big stupid expensive brush sets, just something I can coast on for a while. But then I also get that problem too if I buy nice brushes. I'm like, oh, but I gotta make these last because they're the good brushes, which is the fucking worst. How you doing, Belner? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh, for the house. How you doing, Goop World? How you doing? I don't. Let's see. I don't know. So like most of them, I can at least find something I'm interested in. Like, I would argue maybe like vanilla like Kana-chan, fucking Cadian like Imperial Guard don't do a lot for me. I'm not super interested in them. I wouldn't mind going like Vostoyans or Krieg or going like real tank heavy. But yeah, just like typical Cadian guardsmen do not excite me in any real way. That's probably my least. But like it's also like one of those things that like I could probably, if given the models for it, I could probably find some way to make them fun for myself. And not counting converting them to Chaos Guard, which would be fun. Chaos Guard project would be a lot of fun, to be fair. But something like that, yeah. How's it for DD? Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm also in the path of potential snow, and I'm worried. I'm very, very worried because I don't think it's gonna like. If it's just snow, I'll probably be fine. Like I don't need to go out anywhere. I got all my like groceries and everything. That's not a big deal. I just don't want to lose power again. That was fucking brutal. Just like spending all day under the covers, just like hoping the internet would come back. I mean, I was watching YouTube videos on my phone, so like wasn't the worst. But it sucked because I wanted to stream that night and I couldn't stream, and I was like, man, it sucks. I getting my enclosure. I did get a rat for nanners too, so I'm also hoping that the power doesn't go out. I guess if the power goes out, I'll just take the rat out of the fridge and then I'll just give it to nanners and I'll probably be fine. Currently, right now, it's in the fridge defrosting. So like, if push comes to shove, I will feed her. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's. The thing is, like, in general too, Goop, like, I more or less have aspects of basically, like, every faction that I could be down with, like I said. But yeah, I just typical Cadian guardsmen just don't particularly excite. I am the new Warhammer book I'm reading, I think it's called Requiem Infernal, is at least as far as I can tell, it's a combo, I think it's primarily a Sisters of Battle book, but there are guardsmen, like, pretty active right now. Oh, looks like we do got the ad progress. But I'm gonna continue to add Probably like go see up this axe a bit more. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah. I figure like at least for the nuns, if I just get like a lot of paint on them, and then I could go from there. I don't want to get, or maybe get the upper torso because I don't want to touch the legs at the stage. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't the worst. Like being on YouTube for like a day. It's like it was kind of nice because like on one hand I couldn't get any guild work done, so I was like, okay, this is kind of like a nice little vacation thing, I guess. But then also it's like okay, just time to come back now, power, time to come back, and it just didn't. And I was like, that's where I was like, oh yeah, no, this is gonna be a bummer. And oh boy, that means when it comes to Arcanum tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, I'm still gotta get real ready for that. So I found out. So at the end of Arcanum, I found out what happened to my weapon. Like I did a critical fumble and I dropped my mace, and I was like searching in a cavern, like where the fuck did my weapon go? And I was like, this can't be right. I was like, did it break? So I did Google the question, and they're like, oh yeah, sometimes your party members will pick up any gear you drop. So the fucking God, it's been a while, I don't remember his name, like Jarvis or whatever. He just picked up my mace and it was just holding it for me, and I had no fucking clue. I had no clue that that's where that went. So that was fun. I've been doing some I'm doing a Stigmatic Nun right now just because my other main thing's Dryan. But I'll show you the lad once I get this like little bit of metal on the top of her and go over that. I'm waiting for his glue to dry, so I don't want to fuck with him too much. Harder now. That sounds pretty spicy. In theory, I live in an area where that should be a very similar thing, but nah, that was not happening. But yeah, no, Trench Crusade's been a lot of fun. Both to play and to paint. Hey, it wasn't too bad. I don't remember how much I actually spent on the Kickstarter, especially because I do a lot of third-party models. But yeah, I got like a decent amount of stuff from the Kickstarter, and I might try to pick up some more models later, just to have a variety. Like I'd like to get the official Praetor, because I did Kitbashed one instead. He still needs work done. He's like very, very close to being done. And yeah, how you doing, son? Welcome. How you doing? Oh god, yeah. So like, I still don't really know TikTok very well, but I've been uploading like basically the same stuff I upload to Instagram, like the little 3D rotators of my models I posted. People on TikTok really like my skateboarding artillery witch. Like that shit's actually doing like not super crazy wild, but like better than I'm used to on other things. So I was like, oh damn, okay. People like skateboarding artillery witch. Also, because like that was the first time I was originally using Shadow the Hedgehog music for that, and then TikTok was like, whoa, buddy, hey, you can't use Shadow the Hedgehog music. I was like, okay, what's skate music? I was like, do they have Dead Milkmen? And they did. So I used Bitch and Camaro instead. I was like, fuck yeah, no, this is the greatest app of all time. All right. Yeah, there we go. So this is the lad. I am working on the lad. He is going pretty good. Yeah, let's see. Do I want to do... Oh yeah, I think if I did... Once I did, yeah, the weird thing is like... A lot of people were really attached to the Skyrim companions. I remember specifically not bringing a companion with me. Because I was really afraid of stabbing them when I was just like kind of like indiscriminately like shooting fire and stuff. And this was back when I had it on the 360. I own it for the PC. I don't think I got like the new special edition or whatever, but like I did that thing when I got on PC that I installed a billion mods, and I was like, oh, I'm not interested anymore now. I did the classic mistake of spending like an entire afternoon modding the fuck out of Skyrim, and then I was like, oh yeah, no, this is fine, I guess. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Adding the little bit of the oxide was pretty nice. Yeah, that's the thing, is like I wanted to use skateboarding game music for that, but all the skateboarding games use licensed music, or else I totally would. Like if we're talking about like Tony Hawk, like from Thug 2, I think Deadly Sinners would have been a great fit. Whole little bit back there where I can see the wood. Interesting. I get back there. Okay, time to get this little. Hey, there we go. And I could just dry brush this later to fix this. Hey, there we go. They had Mojo Nixon. Ooh, I didn't check to be fair. I didn't check to be fair. But yeah, no, I love Dead Milkmen to pieces. That was like one of those like bands that I remember my adopted human dad was really into for a while. Or back in the day he was, and then he just had all the like the fucking like. He had a couple of Dead Milkmen CDs, but he also had Dead Milkmen cassette tapes, which feels really old-fashioned to say. Just like, oh, you remember cassette? Like, I don't even think Zoomers remember cassette tapes to forget about them. Like in the way that man, remember? Like, I think Zoomers have some concept of like VCR players, but like, I don't think they have any concept of cassette tapes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun uploading shit to Instagram lately. I guess it depends, yeah. In your store could use some fixing. God, the funny thing is, I like that Punk Rock Girl is like basically like it makes a lot of very specific references to the era, but the concept is basically locked in time. Like Punk Rock, the mood behind Punk Rock Girl has not changed, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. You like. I like a lot of their stuff. I'm not surprised that Punk Rock Girl was like the one song they got that, like, as far as I can tell, that's the only song that really hit like any amount of mainstream appeal. I'm making the music a little mad on my end. I still have some. Nice, let's go. I don't have any anymore. I don't actually. The thing is, I think by the time cassette tapes, like, I was growing up, cassette tapes were definitely on their way out. So like, I've used them, but I don't think like I ever like bought a cassette tape. Like at that point, it would have been a really silly thing to do. So I know that like sometimes now, like some bands and stuff will just give out cassette tapes for fun, I guess. It's as a thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Zoomers do know cassette tapes are. But yeah, but also too, Boss, you're in like a very different Zoomer demographic, I think. Because you're in this stream. To be fair, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. I mean that as like I don't know if that makes you like a archetypical Zoomer for that kind of reference, but who knows? Maybe some Zoomers I just don't give them credit. The greater Zoomer zeitgeist I don't give credit. I mean, individuals like I'm still totally down for. Yeah, there we go. We got the tarnished speakers looking pretty good. Like that little tarnished thing and yippee. Because that's always a thing too. It's like is this my family retro or poor? That's the sliding scale of having to deal with silly nonsense. Oh god. Under the leg is gonna need some. Yeah, fuck that for right now. I'm gonna go paint the cloak. Oh yeah, I had VHS. To be fair, I bought a VHS tape recently, but it's not one I would actually be able to watch. It was I got Slayers on VHS during fucking MagFest, which is very fun. Seatbelt. Ooh, yo, let's go. Hell yeah. Feels so good to get a new PC. I'm also realizing though that when I got my PC stuff upgraded, I still have ancient fucking like kind of shitty monitors. I need to get me like one proper like gamer monitor. It's like I see in graphic improvements because I think I saw some recently that's like, yeah, I don't know, like, I don't see that much change now, but it's like, yeah, no, I've been looking at this through like some like pretty like not super old, like they're still like 1080p, but like, you know, they weren't good 1080p monitors when they were new. So like it'd probably be good. It'd probably be good to at least invest into like one nice gaming monitor. Difference. Yeah. That's right. That's basically the gist. Is like, yeah, no, I thought this is bullshit, and I saw it in person. I was like, oh shit, yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah, it's fun to get some tech on like older tech just for funs, and I feel you about wanting to get like my every now and then like there's lots of games that I've lost over the years because like I don't know, like I moved or like they got sold off or something like that. Like I would love to have like a full like Game Boy Advance collection again. I think that would be fun. It's not like a huge drive or anything, but it's just like one of those like little things that'd be fun. Yeah, mine are like I have a lot of monitors, but individual. So I have 4 monitors right now, but like individually, all of them are pretty like They're basically like hand-me-down office monitors, like like stuff that like an office would like sell to Goodwill, and I have one Goodwill monitor just because I had a monitor blow and I just needed something. So like my top right one is a I don't think my top one's not even 1080p honestly, but the other ones are. The other ones are. Yeah, so I don't know. I would like to get some better monitors. It's kind of low in the grand like it's one of those things though that like I would like to be able to see like cuz like I got a decent graphics card. I mean like I guess a 3060 is not like super baller these days because we're up to like 500s now. Still pretty solid. You can still basically run like most games like pretty high spec. If I'm not if I mean streaming will always kind of be like a bit of a tech bottle cap for like, you know, like Space Marine I had to turn down a bit. Some of that might have been just like new game jank, but also like it's both new game jank and also like streaming will always just make your performance a bit worse. Those fucking Ripper Swarms, man. I was doing IT until I got to those Ripper Swarms, and those just fucking obliterated the quality, which I mean kind of makes sense because like, you know, you had like a bajillion little skittering bug dudes kicking around. Computer no like that. Computer's not gonna like that shit. I did get ripped 100%. As they said in the world of competitive Beyblade, let it rip. I actually don't know if they actually. I'd hope that like during Beyblade tournaments they still say let it rip. I feel like you got to do that to like keep the spirit of the sport alive. Then again, I guess that's also expecting that like every time a big Yu-Gi-Oh tournament would happen, everybody would stand up and be like, "It's time to duel," and then just go back to playing their one turn fucking like one card combo. Right. There we go. Oh god, you're right. Analog Horror probably is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Like I'm not gonna say that for Moss, but I think probably yeah, a lot of Zoomers are like, oh yeah, the I know old tech from the Analog Horrors. The Analog Horrors, indeed. I've been Pain Pickle. Yeah, I think I've tried to look at some Analog Horror stuff, but it's like I don't know. It doesn't do a whole lot. It's like that and like the liminal space. I kind of find a lot of liminal spaces like cozy, if anything. People are like, oh man, this place looks like ominous and fucked up. Like, yeah, I'll chill there. I mean, I'm also a horrible like monster creature, so like maybe there's some bias showing there. But like, oh, I don't know. I would chill in the back rooms, I guess. It's like I hung out in an area that felt like I remember spending a lot of time in the back of like my family's like gift shop. You get like similar vibes back there, just getting lost in the merchandise. Oh yeah, I think. Oh god, yeah. That's like. I like keeping VHS tapes, but yeah, I don't miss the tech at all. Like rewinding and just having things degrade over time. Like the only real handy thing is it was just like comically easy to record over like VHS stuff, for better or for worse. So it's like, yeah, it's like did you want to actually watch something nice? And like, yeah, you could like save a movie on like HBO or something like that, or you could have your sister overwrite your movies you save from HBO. Pros and cons, baby. Let's go. This cloak is building up pretty. Okay, very very. There we go. There we go. Stupid places, yeah, that's true. Because they're what you do though. Like it's probably hard to get like actually spooked up. Like, ooh, terrifying areas. Whoa. Yeah, God, yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Also, how you doing? Arsu? Welcome. How you doing? God, yeah. The last mall I really went to. Oh, that's not true. I was okay. The last local mall I went to was basically like on life support. They pretty basically it was at one point it must have been a big mall. Like this is I moved here and I was like, oh shit, I wonder what the mall's like. And I went, I was like, oh no, it's dying. It was like an Abercrombie and Fitch, like maybe a Spencer's Gifts, and that was it. And like maybe like one or two other shops, but like just long hallways of just like shuttered stores. I'm like, man, it was a weird, sad, like it's like one of those things that I hate that like I have such fond memories of like what effectively is just like silly consumerist bullshit. Like I'm one of those people that like Christmas, even all the dumb like yeah, yeah, it's like this is all advertising and like whatnot. But like there's something cozy about listening to music, Christmas music on the radio during Christmas, and I won't let my internal cynicism overwrite that too much. It's a spicy deal. No, I don't get mall ads. What? I get just kind of general YouTube ads, like nothing. Like usually it's just like insurance. I don't think get anything particularly fun on YouTube ads wise. Go back to. Hey, okay. Oh, I can use that. Yeah, I can use this little like butt tabard thing and kind of like dry brush onto it, which will be nice. That was not even really a dry brush. That was just a paint. It's a mall. Weird. Huh. That's actually kind of surprising. Oh, yeah. I think the thing I want to do too, the hammer itself, I probably don't need to do a huge amount of touch up. Well, I don't know. As a one-piece thing, it's kind of boring. What if I did this? There we go. Steam just posted the sale dates for all 2025. Oh, cool. Wait. Like they just revealed like everything, like for every game ever. Like any, I guess like anything cool, like anything that I would be excited about. Maybe. I'm not super looking forward to any game right now. There was that like one really cool like Japanese, like it was almost kind of like done in a similar graphical style to World of Horror that I've seen as like really cool. No, I probably have some stuff on my, I don't know. My Steam wish list is like I don't check it very often, so every now and then I'll be like, oh yeah, there's stuff on there. Yeah, oh yeah. Giving this like a little metal tinge is probably a good idea. A little bit more copper. Where you at? Oh, the themes and stuff. Oh, I don't think I've ever gotten a Steam theme. I have so many like Steam buck points I do nothing with. Oh god, yeah, no, I haven't played his earlier works, but I fucking love, like, I think Inscription was like my game of the year it came out. I enjoyed I streamed Inscription. It was a fucking blast. I wonder, do I have thoughts up for Inscription? That's the tricky thing, is like there's definitely like the era of like me playing games like multi-streaming to YouTube and having instant archives, and then the other where like sometimes I would upload VODs to the VOD channel. Like I have a separate VOD channel that's not my YouTube channel, the main one that like you guys are watching on the YouTube side. It was just kind of a pain in the ass to update, and sometimes I just wouldn't, and then like sometimes like I would just forget to, or like stuff like that. Like it got updated very inconsistently. So I got like some stuff. I think I got all like the Metal Gear Solid game uploads on there, which is good. I would like, it's been long enough that I feel like I need a refresher on Metal Gear Solid, to the point where I'm like, do I watch myself play? Or do I just decide just to like watch one of those like Metal Gear Solid cutscene compilations just to refresh myself? Oh yeah, go on. Oh, those kind of themes. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and post those. I still have to finish Subahebe though, so I can't get too deep into weeds for any visual novels until that fucker's done. Sounds like a solid idea. Thank you. I can see like the little bits where like the paint's chipping on the tips. I gotta. Oh. Every now and then I'll like paint them hard enough I can feel a very slight shift. It's like I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Yeah, it's like. Shift color. Oh wait, hold on. I can get a little glue out. I can also glue his cape. Actually give him a whole other layer of stability. Oh wait, hold on. I can do some like glue digging. Hold on. There we go. So much. Oh, I was able to, oh, okay. I removed the crust in one go. Okay. Excellent. That cake. Take this and Or like a little bit of glue. Anything I can do to up the stability of this model is going to be great in the long run. Hey, there we go. All right, I'm going to let that dry. Oh, God. I'm going to let that dry a bit. I'm going to work on the nuns in the meantime. But yeah, it sucks because, like, I like playing games on... Oh, I didn't ever dry brush this too. It's like, I like playing games on stream, but sometimes, like, I don't recall the story nearly as well. And, like, Metal Gear Solid's, like, one of those series that, like, you want to really get on that. Like, I remember specific moments, like, I remember really enjoying fighting Fat Man in that game, just because, like, that fucking roller skating son of a bitch. Solidus fight, the fucking big boss fight. I remember, yes. How you going, Oregon? Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on some Trench Crusade models, and it's going pretty good. I'm waiting for the lad on the base who's like the star of the show tonight to dry. I'm just doing like a wee bit of dry brushing in the meantime. Oh. There we go. Looking pretty good. I do. Yeah, I think it does add like a little extra spice if you do hit it up with a really, really thin amount of the oxide stuff before you do the dry brush. Games is pretty cinders. Yeah, I've been digging those sorts of videos a lot recently too. Specifically, so there's like two people, like, I was originally recommended Dungeon Chill by, if you guys know a VTuber named Pride. He does like a lot of the art for Sasha. I think most of the art for Sasha's stuff these days. Sasha's got fucking Pride on lockdown. But I was watching that guy who does these like kind of like nice like obscure horror game breakthroughs. And oh yeah, have fun with the Mech Warrior, yo. Have fun, peace out, yo. But yeah, I've been going through those, and then there was what's it called, that punchy guy that I found out about the ancient Roman from the like really like Usoge fucking JRPG to God translation. Apparently, I don't know. I still kind of almost want to stream that because I think that one is like silly enough that, and like there's apparently it's like a lot of the dungeons are really short because they didn't like have the money or didn't give that much of a fuck, which actually kind of makes it better for streaming in a very bizarre way. But yeah, like the odd thing is I think both of those originally didn't do the kind of stuff they did. Like one of like I know the one of the guys was like a speedrunner. And then, like, he was a speedrunner that just happened to know Japanese pretty well, because he lived in Japan. So, like, he could, like, he would just start talking about, like, Japanese games, which are pretty good, actually. So, I have enough stuff that, like, if I finish up this lad, I could definitely run some Trench Pilgrims. Ideally, I have 2 Stigmatic Nuns that I need to do something. Like, I would like to get farther along. Oh, man, they got a way darker mix. Oh no, I did highlight the fuck out of their cloaks and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been trying to work on this lad so I can get, like, I have the stuff that I could use. I am going to be using some of my Turn Up 28 models for my Trench Pilgrim. That is absolutely going to be happening. But I want to have like a couple models that are unique, like especially for having this guy having like a fucking anti-tank hammer. I love Big Hammer. It's so nice. I love the allure of Big Hammer. But like, yeah, then I can use this. Yeah, it's the anti-tank hammer. It's the one that has the explosive. Yeah. Oh yeah. So in the lore of this, there's an explosive on the end. Like that's what this red. That's why I'm painting this red to really identify that this is a explosive tip. Yeah, you hit them with the hammer, it detonates. They're doing orc shit. You hit them with the hammer, it detonates, and it'll bust through the armor. The downside is that every time, like, it ignores a lot of armor in game, but when it detonates, it adds blood markers to your own guy, so you hurt your guy to punch through armor. But it's really good because I'm in a meta where a lot of dudes are running lots of armor. Trench Pilgrims probably have have some of the silliest like war gear and stuff. Trench Pilgrims also have war crosses, which are ninja stars, honest to God ninja stars. Everyone loves the hammer to go boom, indeed. But yeah, they got ninja stars that they can throw. And they don't have any like range penalty. And like you could use them, like they're very cheap, so you can give most of your Trench Pilgrims, honest to God, just like throwable ninja stars. Fucking bananas. Oh yeah, yeah. Then you have the ecclesiarchy guys, like the ecclesiarchical prisoners that will explode. Yeah, I need to get a model to represent one of those too. It's like another Trench Pilgrim specific model that I just don't have ready to go just yet. This guy had like like the hands I had to use for this were like really thin, and I tried to bulk them up with some I thought it isopropyl alcohol. Yes, my favorite bulking material. Fucking isopropyl alcohol. The baking soda, because if you take the baking soda with super glue, it'll like kind of get a little like crystally and crunchy, but it'll make it really sturdy. So like I decided to do that to try to like add a little bit more beef to the bond, because otherwise this guy would have been fragile as hell otherwise. So got Tinted Stars. I just see what you did there. I mean, that was entirely accidental, but sure. Yeah, I'll still claim it. Haha. But yeah, no, it's I'm excited to play them because I've only been playing Grail and Court, and Grail and Court are both very elite heavy and not particularly ranged. They both have ranged options, but like nothing particularly like long range or like really shooty. I want to run my Trench Pilgrims in the like Saint Mendelist faction, the one where you can get a Shrine Anchorite that you can customize with extra weapons and shit like that. You lose the ability to get like buyable grunts that your grunts lose, like your like Trench Pilgrims lose the ability to come back from the dead with all their gear intact, which is actually like a pretty harsh penalty. But fuck it. You get even more crazy bullshit. You get a mechanized mobile artillery platform, and I think that's worth. And I have a what's it called? I have a old War Machine Redemptor mech from Mainoth that I want to use for that. Like no one can see this angle, but I need to make sure that like that angle has something there. I just don't want any white showing. We're getting pretty close to covering up all the white. Yeah, I can show you what I was kind of. It wasn't like a full diving suit. I mean, you can kind of use the like Mezik. There's a guy that does like a whole underwater plague marine thing. I can link those to you real quick. Hold on, those might not be a terrible basis. I can find that. The Dredge Marine Warriors. This might be a good basis for an anointed. It would be a lot to spend on an anointed, though. You could maybe grab some of the other stuff. Oh, ow, shit. Knocking shit over. There we go. Should paint the... Oh, yeah, I need to paint the boot over again. Oh, yeah, this is the mixture I did. Like the leather... I tried to combine, like, the two leather... Still kind of light, actually. I'm gonna maybe do, like, 2 dots of the dark leather and then 1 dot of the light. That'll probably work. No, it's an unholy diver joke. Stupid. Yeah. Oh wait, shit. Hold on. There's some other ones I found that actually might work. Hold on. Hold on. I bookmarked something at one point. If I hopefully I can. I knew I was looking for it. I found diving suit, and then it was just immediately showing like fucking like Zero Suit Samus stuff. I'm like, it's not really what I'm looking for, but I get the music going. I know what I'm looking for. I'm gonna try to find it, and like, oh hey, somebody. We're at the point where people are just straight up making like this is directly what you're looking for. Hold on. Is this made for Trench Crusade? Oh, this is made for Deep Wars. Also, One Rando Man, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. All right, how about... Actually, I might even print this on too. This looks baller as hell. Yeah, his original art is really, really rad. I saw somebody was making a Kitbashed of that. But yeah, how's it going, One Random Man? If you don't know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety, and I'm working on my War Prophet. He's very getting closer. The angles are just weird, so I'm trying to make sure I can at least minimize the lack of just like missing paint stuff. How's you doing, Falcon? How you doing? Good evening as well. It's really invite to the workshop. Hell yeah. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I've been big trench pilgriming today, which will be nice. Like I said, I got my guy with the punt gun that I already have. I have a decent amount of chaff. Maybe I could do that stuff like. It's official anime. Oh yeah, it's for like the diving suit thing. I love that. I love that ST. Yeah, it's so good. The thing is, I'm curious if or when he'll ever make they'll make models for that. Like that might be something where it's just art, and the implication is like, yeah, eventually someone in the committee will make that. Somebody will just make that. I mean, and I think there's some people that have made something at least very close. Let's see. See a little bit of red. This does not need to be super thin. But yeah, no, I also would like one as well. I started kitbashing my own, I guess like a brawler kind of one, and he's pretty good. He's coming along pretty good. I gotta like work on the base and then get like the tubes to glow. And hello, egg. Hello. Everyone's good. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, the Nurgle ones are pretty good. Yeah, I like those. Like the guys. It's funny. He basically does like aquatic orcs versus aquatic Nurgle stuff. But it's in his totally OC setting. Do not steal. No, this does not resemble anything that exists. Like I don't think he's in danger of anything. I don't think G-Dubs is gonna like snipe him because of that. But like it's just very funny that stuff. Also, Jay, have yourself a good night. Stolen relic earring of the War Prophet. Thief was accused of War Profiteering. What jealousy? Like both my hands are here. Go the fuck to sleep. Hey, have a good night, Jay. Oh. Have a good night, Jay, and take it easy, yo. They get it. Yeah. So I did see that. I did see that they can get 2. I don't. 2 feels excessive. Like, I'm considering that, like, they're probably going to be the one I do the most for pickup games. Also, Excalibur Gamer, thank you for the follow. And thank you for the subscription on YouTube. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. I mean, it's like one of those things that, like G-Dubs can shut you down for doing certain things, but, like, there's also people like, oh, this is Omega Stinky Coffin Boy, and it's just like a Nurgle like Hellbrood or whatever. Just give Chaos Dreadnoughts. Come on, G-Dub. How you do? I'm doing good. I'm working on the lad. He's oh god, I got like an hour left. But the question is if I can get him at least into enamel range before the end of tonight. And I'm thinking yes. I think I'm in the final stretch before enameling. And I gotta put some magnets in the base because I would like to play on the weekend with him. We'll see how that goes. I do like the Artillery Witch. The problem is like I'm building the Naval Raiders, but also I can't bring a Werewolf, which is sad because I really like the Werewolf. That's what I was thinking about doing. It's like well, I was looking through the upgrades and like, oh, gas mask upgrade. That seems pretty good. And then the upgrade that's oh yeah, you can give him +1 range. So I'm like, what? Why would you pick any other upgrade? Come on. Like, that's like one of those like no-brainer upgrades. I mean, I guess if you wanted to make one like super elites, you could not take the +1 sacred geometry. Or, and if you wanted to do that and just maybe give it like the dash one, that would make sense. That would make sense. The like, I don't know. It's otherwise they seem very, very like, yeah, just take these. These are very good. Worship the eggs. Well, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I think what I would do is, yeah, I'd probably just have one ranged one that would be my elite, and then I'd have a more serious one? I don't know. I would have a more melee one. Why is it serious? I'd have a more melee one that's just like the typical chumpo. They'll probably give them a different configuration because without the Catherine wheel, you're not getting It's funny because you can't break anyone upon the wheel. So for normal Trench Pilgrims, at the start of combat, you can just take a guy and be like, all right, he's broken upon the wheel. And he takes damage in exchange for your Shrine Anchorite, which is your like big pain mecha suit. It's basically like a super full body flagellant suit that you can just stick a very... I say really sad monk. No, he's pretty stoked. Like everybody who gets into one of those is having a good time. The free stomp is pretty nice. So yeah, so like for that one, I might get like the free stomp. And then I do like the dash one. As somebody who sucks at rolling dash checks, which I also realized that like for Trench Pilgrims, that the nuns also get dash bonuses, and that makes me incredibly happy. I roll so shit. I roll so fucking garbage for dashes. Like I'm at the point where like I almost just assume that I'm not gonna make them. Like I almost might as well play Trench Ghosts, because I'd be like, well, I'm going to roll like garbage, so like, hey, whatever. I'm just going to assume that I'm going to fail every single one, and then I won't feel bad. Yippee, let's go. Just go into oblivion. Just drift into oblivion. Who cares? Like does it matter if I can't dash if I'm really sturdy? But I also don't want to do them because like, you know, I place like my other ones are pretty like slow and melee focused, so like I don't want to double dip. I assume there's evil horses. We just haven't gotten a lot of horses because, like, the scale of the game. Like, the developers are basically people like, yeah, we would like to have, like, what's it called? Like, other, like, stuff. Like kind of, like, bigger tiers of combat or whatever, but it's just hard to do so when you were just starting out. Yeah, guaranteed bar repentant, too. True, exactly. Oh, yeah, I guess you could totally do that. Just to be like, well, I want Dave to level up. No, but the thing is, I think it crushes the gear. I guess if you don't give a shit at that point. I don't know how to... Yeah, I ran into that same issue, weirdly. I ran into that same issue where I'm like, I actually don't... I've never really painted a lot of block... Like, I'm like pretty decent at painting, but because of my subject matter, like, painting just like a normal person is kind of weird and alien to me. So it's very funny where like, because like I was trying to work on the face of my totally not Uriel Ventress, Space Marine. I was like, how the fuck do I do this? Maybe I gotta find some like good shit to practice. I mean, that's also true. Yeah, I could just send them naked, break them upon the wheel, and be like, "You did it, Jim. You are now ready to fight proper. Here you go. Here's your actual gear." Bit of extra gold on the bottom of that as well. Paint me like one of your French pilgrims, LO. Also, how you doing, Doma? Welcome. How you doing? Also, how you doing, Frankenstein? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. And how are you doing? What were you up to? Well, what mini were you working on? Hell yeah. Also, how you doing, Elrin? How you doing? And also, how you doing? And Frankenstein, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the workshop. And MD, that's me. How you doing as well? Yeah, I'm currently working on some Trench Crusade minis today. The main guy, the main lad, is I'm working on my War Prophet, who's doing reasonably legit. He's turning pretty legit. Like, I'm trying to get into like a lot of like very annoying curves to like get to like try to get in there. But yeah, also, how you doing, the minigun lover? Welcome. How you doing? Unfortunately, I'm painting a tank hammer, not a minigun today, but it could eventually happen at some point because it's during Trench Crusade. Oh, yo, what Necromunda faction? Hell yeah. Necromunda's, I'm in that same group of literally everyone else. They're like, Necromunda looks cool. I don't think I'm gonna get into it just yet, but I'm considering at all times. House Delac. I love their look. I love the guy who's just injected with so much brain drug that he just gets like hella psychic. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah. Currently, my big fixation at the moment, though, is Trench Crusade because it's the game I play the most at the moment. I play it at my local shop on the weekends and have a lot of fun. Yeah. So the funny thing, so this guy is based on Gale, like the guy from Dark Souls 3. The original guy who does these is a guy that does like like totally legally distinct, definitely not Dark Souls guys. Like he'll have like Ludwig and be like, this is like Franklin the Sad or whatever. I don't know. The names are a bit better when he's them. But like specifically though, he did some variants where he kitbashed him to be like digitally kitbashed him to make it look more trenchy, and I took that and I did some more kit bashing. I basically, the original one was supposed to be a castigator, so I removed his helmet. I added the speakers because he's a war prophet, including the one embedded in his chest. I cut off his hands to give him the anti-tank hammer, and then I put him on a rad base. I like my rad base. Rad base is nice. Tactical player. Reasonably tactical, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I give him yeah. Oh, that seems sword guys who are slaughtering each other. Oh, true. Oh, yeah. He is part of the same faction, though. Yeah, he is the Trench Pilgrim, so he's the leader unit of that. So he doesn't get that same revival ability. Instead, he just can remove wounds, including wounds you suffer if you hit things with an anti-tank hammer. Oh, synergy. Ooh. Oh, this guy is just like a fucking nightmare of little. I'm sorry, MD, that's me. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, he's got the... So, because this model normally has like a big gaping chest wound, I put a speaker in there with the idea that this guy is like almost more machine than man, where he's been fighting heretics so long and he's just taking so much damage that these like Mentalist monks fix me up, and they're like, oh, okay, like, fix me up. I have to go back in, and he's just like blowing himself up, but he's like taking out heretics at the same time. Local man is too angry to care about losing limbs. That's how you doing, Drago? Welcome. How you doing? Bitch. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the war prophets are good. Yeah, no, they're on the so the Trench Pilgrims are like the weird. So you basically got New Antioch, which is like the collective Christianity. You have the Sultanate, which is like the collective Islam. And then you have the Trench Pilgrims, which are sort of like supposed to represent all like the weird Christian offshoots that exist and have existed for many, many years. Where every now and then somebody gets a vision from God that's like, come, my son and or daughter, go to the fields of hell and die. And they're like, you got it, God. So yeah, that's what they're doing. Oh yeah, no, he's a good guy. They also get to look the most like metal. Like they like New Antioch can look pretty like standard. Oh yeah, like if you like New Antioch stuff, legitimately like historical models are probably gonna be your best bet. I would try looking into some historicals and go from there. Oh, speaking about the Abyss Watchers, hold on, I got these are from the same guy. There we go. I think these are Abyss Watchers that have been kitbashed to be extra. They're so tall though. I don't think I'm ever going to use them. But they're very fun and big. They're large lads. Maybe I could use those as like a, like, I think I'll use them if I ever have one die and become a martyr penitent. Where it's like, you died and you came back big. I think that would be fair. I think that'd be fun. No. Listen. I've played against New Antioch a lot. They don't need a big boy. Like, you're like, oh, why don't they got a big unit? They have 3 heavy mechanized infantry, and you can give your lieutenant the mech armor. They got 4 pretty big boys, which together is 1 big boy. That's more than enough. That's more than enough, please. I know. I wish to escape the grenade fields. Spoken from me, man who plays. My local area is mostly New Antioch players. I play against New Antioch a lot. They don't need anything else. They're good. They're fine. They are very fun. Like, I mean, they're cool. I'm not upset, like, when I play against New Antioch a lot. It's just that I play against New Antioch a lot, and like, no, they don't need anybody. No, they're good. They're fine. They don't need a big fuck off model. Because my day has been good, just blasting for all the speakers. I also imagine this guy in particular can no longer speak from his like mouth. He no longer has a face that's recognizable as a face. Like if you remove the mask, it's just basically just like fuck up wound. I wonder if they will. I don't think they're gonna make a Metachrist model ever, but yeah, I do have a couple of communicants though. I do love the communicants quite a bit. So something I can do to cheese this out a little bit. Because I want him to be like have a big fucking gaping blood hole. Go back. I'll go back later and I can hit it up with my good blood enamel stuff. Yeah, there we go. Speaking caps, oh yeah, 100%. This guy basically, he's got like the raspiest, like most fucked up voice because it's just like his throat rewired through the speakers. But by the same token, he has no volume control. It's just all yelling about heretics. Imagine that he basically speaks like he's got the vocal clarity of somebody with an Xbox Live mic, but the volume of a 12-year-old with an Xbox Live mic. Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, he's got that crunchy mic. So that'd be Blanche one. Oh, I would love a default color like that. Yeah, I just took Gory Red, Nocturnal Red from Vallejo. 2 drops of that, 1 drop black, and then I highlight it back with the red over it. Oh, there we go. Oh, is that the tank? Oh, that thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, they're big. Yeah, I guess that's because it's 32mm scale. How you doing, Mini Dell? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get one either. I would like to see people make their own interpretations, though. I'm also a big fan of people just like, if you think an idea would be cool, go for it. Do not wait for official models to become real. Follow your dreams. I believe in you. Hey, how you doing, Mini Dell? I've been working on the lad. Get all the dry brushing on the cloak he's got on there. Put on there. So let's see. Wait. So under the bottom of the leg a little bit. Yeah, the scale is not too bad. At least I'm also someone that even goes. I go too far. My models are big for Trench Crusade. Even I have an executor for my dirge. Oh, I can show you guys actually. Like this. So this is my entire dirge Black Grail list that I brought to the shop. See that big fucking coffin thing? That's supposed to be a 32mm base model. I unfortunately had the displeasure of trying to maneuver it inside of a bunker. That was pain. That was absolutely fucking pain. Holy shit. It did not want to fit in that bunker. It did not. I was able to eventually squeeze it in, but like, man. Looking for like any off, I guess. Yeah, no, I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit of TTS, but yeah, no, that's way farther than I've gotten. Got a little bit of metal there. I think I actually might be getting close to a little bit of metal. We got some copper. Copper is dried. Seemed like where a little bit of red got on there. So if I get a little bit copper. Buddy. Yeah, I could just grab some from the lip. There we go. bunker is. Wait. Well, then if the bunker has ask is on there. Get on there and. Oh, this is just like my. Oh no! Fuck! My copper and my gold are mixing, which actually probably isn't that big of a deal. Get on there and just kind of go. Oh yeah, I need to dry brush the foot now. There we go. Alright, so I'm sure once I do the enamels, it's gonna figure. I'm gonna find some areas that are just gonna need an additional little bit of love later. Yeah, I don't know. I always get weird. Yeah. See, I'm kind of okay if they just never did do art either. Honestly, like thinking about it now, yeah, I kind of would love if they just like never did that. I feel like it's probably going to happen though. I feel like eventually we're going to get a picture of one. There. Yeah, I still need to think. I think I have a way about printing the beast. I think I'm going to get like a quick, like, lychee slicer can slice apart models. Apparently only if you have a subscription. However, they got like a 10-month, like 10 day free subscription. So I'm waiting for the good day to like just get that, and I'm gonna split the beast's torso into parts. And yeah, apparently they've been. I would actually check the what's it called? I would actually check the Kickstarter, because from what I heard from there's a guy at my shop who's going to be playing Court as well, but he's waiting for his Kickstarter models to arrive. The books are coming in June. I actually believe they started shipping the models. So like if you ordered some of the models from the Kickstarter, like the physical ones, they might be coming, depending on when you can. I think they said they were just basically going to do it in order of when people put in orders. So like if you got on late, maybe it might be a hot minute. But yeah, no, the model should be coming. The model should be coming. Oh, this foot fucked up because. All right, there we go. I'm going to. I think it's enamel time. And that will probably let him dry, and then I could just work on the nun. This guy did really Kickstarter? I'm kind of surprised actually. I thought everything was going to be free. Maybe that was just like the one exclusive, I guess. Voltaire. But yeah, I was talking with people at my shop, and they're also excited for me to print the beast for turnip, because I want to print the beast for turnip so I could use it in a Trench Crusade scenario, which is really funny. It's stuff that I need. Assortment of Q-tips. Fire. Brush. Then get my incredibly crusty thing. Oh yeah, I gotta get the mineral spirits. Not enema time. That's what you think, nerd. Now I'm getting my enamel time. Come on. Move it. Yeah, you. Get the. Alright, we got most of the stuff for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little enamel wash. Get it like pretty close. I have a bunch of models that are just like one. Oh yeah, I guess after. Oh yeah. After I get this guy the enamel wash, I'm gonna go back to my Praetor a little bit, because he's pretty close, but he's got some like little areas I would like to clean up first. While I have the enamel wash out, this would be an excellent time. This jar is crusting. Yeah, I don't like these lids. The lids that they use for the villainy ink, bad. They clog like a monster. Yeah, like look at this. It just fucking formed like an enamel fucking stopper. Well, now that I know that that's removed, it should be coming out pretty nice. I just want them to have like a nice open top, like all the fucking because like all the AK streaking grime just has like a nice open lid. I mean, I had to push for it to happen locally for me. That's the thing with like once you move out of the Warhammer sphere, you do have to like you are unfortunately going to have to be way more hands-on. Like if you want to play Trench Crusade, you gotta like contact people. You gotta be like, yo, find your local game store or your friend group. Offer to run demos and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean legitimately, yeah. I had to schedule stuff. I was bringing models that I painted to the store every day for a while when we played Turnip, and I was just like, "Do you guys want Trench Crusade now?" And eventually they said yes. Well, I mean, the Kickstarter was a big help. I'm not gonna lie on that. Stuff like that. I didn't leave. Welcome. How you doing? I'm enamelizing the lad. But a screw work as a lid? Yeah, like a screw lid would be fine. That's what, like I said, that's what the AK stuff is. You gotta paint all those demos. Sure, true, fair. That's not an invalid point. So you will like it's war games that aren't Warhammer are work. They are. They require work to be real. Build paint beak. Yeah, let's go. Beakies are great. I should be fine. Yeah, okay. You have a pretty good stable, to be fair. You got a good stable. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. There. Alright, to get a little bit more. I was like trying to figure out what my stuff was, so I did like a little like finger wavy dance, and I don't know what led to that. But yeah, like having any sort of like stuff would be nice. So, but on that, I also have to mix my enamels off screen just because they're kind of shiny. Yeah, I'm right now just hitting everything with a layer of Goons Grime just to kind of like unify it a bit. Also, this should kind of like run into any little like. This wash is typically thin enough that I don't think it's going to, like, if I have any, like, glaring issues with the model, it's going to fix it. But it should help at least. Okay, actually. Removing the crud made this way easy to get out. Maybe, I guess the crud blockage lies deep. It's deep in there. I'm so happy to win. I am so happy to wait this motherfucker turn. The fact that this is like I literally built this yesterday. I built this model yesterday, and like now the way he's like coming together feels really, really excellent. I'm super happy about this. I definitely feel that I'm gonna need to go in and probably do some like little like area touch-ups in a bit. How you doing, that guy over there? Welcome. How you doing? I guess this is a very orky human though. He does have the Trench Crusade equivalent of a stick bomb, unironically. Like that's what his weapon is. Yeah, this is just gonna like unify everything, add some crust. Oh wait. Camera else. Sorry, shit, you're right. Tank camera, my bad. Stick bombs are just grenades. Why did I call them stick bomb then? No, I'm failing as an orc. It's almost like I didn't read Brutal Cunning. No, all my orc knowledge. Again, that really didn't have. Once again, I was a little upset that Brutal Cunning was barely an orc book. It was way more of a Mechanicus book where orcs would just do some shit. But like, man, I feel so fucking baited on that one. I was led to believe I would have a magical, whimsical orc time, and you just hear about like Tech Priest Dominus is bickering. A different Tech Priest Dominus is bickering, but in a different way. The Arch Fabricator, will bicker harder. I am the Forge Master. I will sulk. Ugh. Forge Master, you must not sulk. We are dealing with an orc invasion. Are your protocols out of alignment? My protocols are not out of alignment, Traveler. My potions are too... Like, it... And then there's just, like, the one lady who's, like, the main character is like, everybody's acting stupid, but I can't see anything because I am outranked. Like, it was that over and over and over. And, like, if I signed up for Tech Priest Nerd Hour, I would have been fine for it. You know what I fucking... like spit a fucking Amazon credit on? An Audible credit? brutal cunning. I wanted more orcs. God damn it. It was like it, and like probably the biggest thing that really fucked me up. He has the stupidest. There's a B plot. I don't even feel bad about mentioning what the B plot is. I'll tell you doing so that. Where were the orcs? Mostly you follow one. You feel that guy named Uftak, who's a fun orc guy. I would have loved if the book was about him. They introduce a Iron Warrior who's the worst. He's the worst. He gets clowned on by a regular tech priest. Like he gets goofed on constantly, and he's like, he might as well be fucking Master Painter. He's like, my evil plan is so evil. It is filled with bad things that will bring badness to the Imperium. I think it's great because I'm doing bad. I am smart, but in an evil way. And they don't understand how smart my evil is and how evil my smart is. Oh no, I got knocked off a pillar and I died. Ah! Like, oh god, it was the worst. Yeah, maybe I'll probably have to do Big Daka then. I'm currently going through what's it called? Like the Requiem Infernal. It's another book from the guy who did the last book I read, the Reverie, which I like. So I'm excited. I like the idea of a horror novel featuring what's it called? A Sister of Battle. Also, this is the first time I've listened to a Warhammer audiobook where the narrator's a lady. And like, I mean, it makes sense because, like, you know, there's gonna be a lot of the main character's gonna be a lady. You might as well give it like a female narrator. But like, she's got range. There's a part where like one of the characters is a guardsman guy, like a Void Breacher guardsman who got fucked up in a fight, like against like a Xeno ship, and he's like basically saying like he's been reinforced with like muscle, like extra like gene muscles, and she's just like, oh, I'm fucking dying, and like she's doing that as like when she normally sounds like she doesn't got like grandma voice, but she's got like British upper crust woman voice, which is really, really good for the role she's doing. She's excellent, and like she can do like male voices really good too. It's like a lot of the opposite is me. Like I would be listening to a book and like, oh no, a lady's in the book now, and like watching a British man struggle to do a falsetto is rough. How do I feel about them? Mixed. This is a lot like the Doctor Who set in a weird way, where like you could tell that the people involved actually gave a shit because like the mechanics are really neat. Like having summons be saga creatures is really rad and makes a lot of sense. $70 is fucking stupid. What are you doing? And I know what they're doing. It's making more money than God. Like, unfortunately, Wizards of the Coast knows this is how you make money. But yeah, like, money aside, and that's understandable to, like, not put the money aside, but, like, everything I've seen, I've liked so much better than Aether Drift, which is absolute garbage. I hate Aether Drift. I was at the store, I did get 2 packs. Oh, do you guys want to see something? I'm probably only going to ever get 2 packs of Aether Drift. I won't grab it. I got that, like, Ooze March, and I got the New Lotus in both those packs. I'm like, cool, I don't have to open another one of these fucking packs. Oh, yeah, no, it's more than the action. It's more than any of the games, unless you're talking about, like, secondhand market shit, which is always going to be a fucking travesty. But yeah, no, they have a, I don't know if it's not broken or like the power level doesn't bother. I think it's kind of the opposite really, because vehicles suck dick. I'm sorry. Vehicles, like vehicles are a mechanic you have to jump through so many hoops to make them good. And this is an entire set of vehicles. There's like individually good cards. But for me, I just hate the aesthetics. I hate the aesthetics of Aether Drift. I already dislike Thunder Junction, and Aether Drift is everything I disliked about Thunder Junction ramped up. And also, they massacred my boy Duretti. Oh yeah, no, Jumbo Cat. So like here's something. I want to find. I need to show you guys what the Jumbo Cactar card looks like. Like what it does. And this is what I'm talking about, where it feels like the people behind behind this set get it more than people who actually make like the main sets into like look at this. Like look at this. This has like fucking charm and soul to it. Where the actual main Magic sets don't fucking do that. Well, no, it's not. So Aether Drift's entire thing is because of the Omen Paths, all the planes are connected, which is really dumb, but whatever. This is where I can blame EDH, because once Planeswalkers are supposed to be the cool face of the format, but now that people only give a shit about legendary creatures, they had to pivot. They're like, oh, fine, legendary creatures can effectively planeswalk. Fuck you. But yeah, so it's basically the Aether Drift is between like Amonkhet, Morganda, the plane that Mebioplasm's from. It's mentioned on the Morganda and Terraglyphs, and Kaladesh, which has a new name. Yes, Tonberry's in the set. Tonberry is 1 mana for 1 black mana for a 2 Muruganda. Thank you. Tonberry is a 1 mana for a 2/1 creature. 1 black mana for a 2/1 creature. It comes into play tapped when at the beginning of your like combat for your turn. I think it's either on like your turn to begin a combat on your turn. It gets it gets first strike and death touch. So it's like pretty thematic for what's trying to do. I botched the fuck out of trying to explain what it was trying to do, but yeah, it's a good representation of a Tonberry. They made a card based on the fucking fishing game from Final Fantasy 15, where like you see Noctis trying to catch a fish, and then it flips over into a land, which is camp, where they cook the fish. Oh, does it get a stun counter? Oh, I thought it came to play. Okay, slightly different than my bad. I was less excited about the Tonberry, just because like it was cute, but it wasn't something that I feel like I would actually play. It's gonna be the new set's gonna be fucking. Oh god, there's like little bits of the cape that I. The thing is, the one thing about 3D printing, it's like mold lines where like I'll see like little dots that I fucked up. Oh, that's whatever. I don't think there's any more I can or really want to remove. So the boy is not done. He's not done, but I'm gonna have to wait for him to cure the rest of today. It's another one of those malls I could probably just take to the shop and be like, yippee, let's go. It's very cute though. It's like the mechanics feel good. Like Titus has an ability on his card to remove a counter from a permanent. And put it on another, which you can use on the lore counters on the summons. I've actually never tried trying to do mineral spirits on something that is already like way dry. I'm curious if I can actually like reactivate it at this stage, or if it's far too late. Feels like it's working. I gotta get a little more soaked. Yeah, I mean, so there is they have shown a Sephiroth card from one of the 2-player like basic bitch starter decks, and that Sephiroth has the ability to give he's basically Massacre Worm. He gives all creatures -2/-2 until end of turn. Okay, it does kind of work. Basically, so this is my Praetor, the boy. He's got like a couple of areas where it's like. A couple of areas where I just don't think the enamel pooled in a way I wasn't super jazzed about. Put around here, so I'm trying to reactivate it just a bit. If I can like scoop that up. But yeah, it would be. Oh, it looks like we got ad break soon. I would love if they had like a fucking like Aristides, or if they like there's a card called like Stab Wound and stuff like that. If they just reprinted that, but just used her as the art. Oh, that's too much. And And then also, Tyofleur, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Yeah, murder would be fine too. I would mind if they gave her like a unique card for that. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? I am working on some Trench Crusade. I like really, I don't know. I think I can fix this a little bit. It's where the cactar. Yeah, isn't it good? It's so good. I actually really like it. This is like the first time I really tried to do the like saturate it a bit more. This is like the first time I tried to do the like reductive method so late. Like sometimes it clearly works because I just like wrist blasted all the enamel off of this guy. Clearly can happen. Oh yeah, there we go. Like this hand, like this hand right here got a lot of grit. Yeah, some of the Pokemon, like I've kind of cooled off on Pokemon, but like, man, a lot of Pokemon store swag. Like, if you like a really specific Pokemon, you can get some like real baller shit there. So, like some of this, I feel like I'm gonna have to repaint. Some of this, I feel like I'm just going to need to like empty wrist is gonna out. It's odd. I wish I could find like. Feels so inconsistent. Where like if I soak it, unless it's at that stage where like I just have to like soak it directly with this. Oh, music stopped. Let me fix that. Yeah, I want to live the dream of running Chandra's Ignition with the Cactar, where it's like, all right, the Cactar is really big and attacks like, okay, I chump block it, cool. I detonate the ever-loving Christ out of you. It exploded, idiot. Okay. Oh, the boy. Okay, so the boy is gonna need some additional TLC, which is fine. I need to test if it would work. If like the enamel reactivation does have a limit, which is interesting. I figured as much, but like, I was hoping. Lid. Lid? Question mark? Ah. Oh yeah, I mean after attacks, that's what I say, like attack, they'll chump block it because yeah, it has no trample or anything. There's so many, I mean it's mind you, a 7 mana creature that just kills your opponent outright is basically like Gring's had some variation of that for years. Yeah, I was gonna say no trample yet. Give him a Rancor, give him the fucking like Garruk's Uprising. You got options. There are so many cards that will do that for you. All right. Go Stigmatic Nun time. Yippee! There we go. Let's bring my ninja nuns out. I still need to get like metal on them first though. Yeah, or you can fling it, yeah. Xenaghost can make it bigger. There's that one card, what's it called? No. There's a card where it's like all of your creatures, no, that's just doubles. I thought there's a group version of Xenaghost that just made all your creatures get power toughness equal to just like a very specific creature. Probably not. But yeah, flinging it will be fun too. Rite of Consumption's also fun because you fling it and you heal equal to its power. I think Rite of Consumption's a power-based effect. If it's toughness, I'm gonna be sad. But I think it is power. Yeah, this is a nun. It's the Stigmatic Nun. So she's a little spicy for a nun, but she's got some armor where she needs it, which is her legs. Gotta try to get as much metal on there. Stifle will come back. I mean, the thing is, I think Stifle is basically like outclassed. There's cards that are like more expensive than Stifle, but there's one. It's one blue, one in a blue. Or it's like counter target legendary creature activated ability. So it's Stifle with like the ability to be like a commander like counter spell, which I think is like probably I think the one more mana is worth it. Because as somebody who has used Stifle before, sometimes if you don't have like a good Stifle target, it just sits in your hand forever and you're like, oh, this great. I'm waiting for the opportunity. Though if you want your friends to hate you forever, remember kids, you can stifle the activation of you can stifle the activation of a fetch land. So if somebody's playing fetch lands near you, remember, fetch lands are expensive. Stifle is cheap. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the real fun, quote unquote fun, aka make people really, really upset with you. And they won't enjoy it, but you're not here to make friends. I'll look on our side. Was the guy acting like a that guy kind of thing, or is it just like sometimes you'll just prank someone just because it's fun to prank someone? Just like, yeah, just fuck it. This is Dave. We hit him with Stifle when he uses fetch lands. My group has a couple of fetch lands in it, like in our EDH group. I have a couple just because I've been playing long enough that sometimes you just end up with fetch lands after a certain point. Oh, boomerang. Oh, no, the stuff like that is why I don't run the Ravnica bounce lands. I've never liked that. Oh, okay, Isabella. Okay, that's fair. But like all the lands are like, oh, it taps for 2 mana, but you got to bounce one. But it'll be cool, so you still got land in hand. No, I hate it because yeah, if anything happens to that land, like a bounce, you're set back so much. Like the game is basically over for you. Shit's fucked. But yeah, we don't typically in my group we don't attack the what's it called? We don't attack land bases too often, which is fair. I do want to try though I also have an Omo deck which kind of like doesn't take advantage of that, but because like individual land targeting is kind of rough, it's a 2-colored gate deck which I've won reasonably consistently with Mazes End, which feels wild. I might actually replace it though. If I replace it with good old Sin, you can copy lands from your graveyard, make land tokens. So I might do that just to make it like a little bit more interactive. Instead of being like, well, I just play all these gates and I copy all these things and make them gates. Like I can still run Omo in the deck, so it wouldn't be like the worst. Yeah, that might be fun. Also, I just find the art. That's what I'm talking about, where it's like, fuck. Final Fantasy set actually has like decent art too. Aether Drift looks like a fucking. I don't understand this. Like, I like to the point where like I've heard like conspiracy theories that there's like someone purposely tried to like make like the conspiracy theory, which is dumb, but like you could almost understand why someone would come to that point. Is that like somebody at Wizards really believes that like Universes Beyonds are the future. So the idea to make the Universes Beyond products look really, really like good to investors is just to purposely like sabotage like the main sets, just to kind of make them like really visually unappealing or just kind of like really derisive, stuff like that. Oh no, yeah, Swing with Merit Lodge is very fun though. I've only been able to do that a couple of times in Omo because I do got Merit Lodge, Dark Depths in there. I think I've only gotten it off a couple of times, but yeah, flying 2020 Indestructible feels real nice. Yeah, so like that's one of the reasons that I don't entirely write it off as like some guy being pissy. It's like on one hand, it probably is just some guy being pissy because like people are like that with nerd shit, and like I don't even disagree that like being pissy like Duskmourn. Like I dislike Duskmourn as a set. I dislike Aether Drift as a set, like visually. I hate the sets where it's like the theme of the set is all your buds from all over the planes are getting together and they're wearing fun hats. I hate that. I hate that so much. But also yeah, the fact that they're like Games Workshop does do that like weird like company faction based thing where it's like, why do you care if somebody bought a Space Marine for 30k or 40k? You should be happy that someone bought a Space Marine. Yippee, let's go. People are buying your product. And like, no, it's not enough. Swords are really not bending it. Oh, it's a cape. So this cape was is just like, I don't think I put enough glue on the bottom, but it's done using the like the masking tape method. There we go. I tried to like wet my palette with that, and that did not work. So like maybe I think I also real quick I do want to do a little. my Carenberg Crimson. Yeah, Bloombarrow was fun. The thing is, like, Bloombarrow is still a lazy ripoff. Like, it's such a transparent, like, yo, this is the fucking Redwall of the set. But like, you could kind of tell that they gave a shit on that one as well, which is another reason I don't entirely believe that, like, yeah, they're trying to make bad sets on purpose, like, and 100%. Like, I don't really fully believe that, but then yeah, you do, like, compared to like Aether Drift and Bloombar, and you're like, what the fuck? Is this the same company? How is this happening? Like, one of them has a cohesive world and like a cohesive theme, and everything looks nice, and you get some like cool cards that aren't necessarily maybe like super powerful, but like, you know, they do good. You get wacky races, but with like without the wacky. I don't know. I'm bitching again. Man, today's been like real. You guys know my bi-weekly bitch at Magic. I feel like this one's been welling up for a while though. I'm gonna try to use that Carrion ink on the fleshy area on the chest. Yeah, I don't trust him to go back to Tarkir. I don't know. I don't know if Wizards of the Coast can do like legacy planes very well. Reasonable size brush. I'm really worried because they're talking about when to go back to Lorwyn, and I fucking love Lorwyn. Like that's the reason I didn't particularly vibe with what's it called? Like I did not vibe with the fucking Oh, wow. This is like the level of thickness I've been trying to get out of this. I don't know. I mean, I also do think that they fucked up Tarkir in the third set anyway, where they took a cool plane and they're like, what if just dragons? What if just dragons? Who gives a shit? But yeah, no, the Lorwyn's been one of my favorite planes, and I'm really worried that they're gonna miss the magic behind it. Like, which sounds corny as shit, but like, you know. I don't, oh god, hold on, like knocking shit over. There, okay, so yeah, that's gonna show his like blood dripping out, maybe. It dries a little bit more. So maybe I'd kind of put him away a little bit, but I'm gonna do like an additional layer on some of this. I want to try to add a little bit more red tinge to some of these tentacles. I like goat napping. It's also like probably the one card too with there's a card in Lorwyn where it's just a goblin throwing a fish at a dude's head, but he tied the fish to a brick. And like the art is done in a very visceral way too, where it's like, haha, this is a joke, but also like, Jesus Christ, that must fucking hurt. Get fucking just beamed by a brick. Yeah, I'm gonna try like a couple of yeah, there we go. Give these like another coating of the red. Try to like blend them a bit. Blend them a bit, but also like make them stick out a bit more. Oh, that's kind yeah. That sounds neat. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So the only thing I've seen at Tarkir is if they've shown like a oh no. Can I move them? I accidentally just blasted one of my new brushes with like that. I mean, I don't know. But the nice thing with like at least with campaigns, you could always just like, yeah, who gives a shit if you just like go off script, like save Tarkir, like it's your thing at that point. But I kind of see what you mean though. Like if you're wanting to stick to like the quote unquote canon story, then it gets kind of strange. It's good. The Eldrazi. See, I don't know. I feel like Wizards of the Coast didn't want to deal with the Eldrazi when they're like when they had Chandra super mega ultra obliterate them. So like maybe they'll come back, because like the problem is it's like no villain will ever die as long as they make money. How you doing, Verathor? How you doing? Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I like the clans of Tarkir a lot, but then they're like, oh Sarkhan's such a big dragon furry that he brought the dragons back. all those characters you like, aha, they're shittier now. Zergo ring the bell. I'm getting a little over exaggerated for that, but yeah, I was like, oh no. Well, we get dragons. What do they do? Dragon shit. Like, Silumgar is cool, I guess, but like, I don't know. Possibility DM may seem. Okay, I mean, that's kind of a bummer though, because yeah, if you as a player like realize that none of your changes matter, yeah, that does really put, because at that point you're almost getting railroaded by Wizards of the Coast, which has to feel awful. Like, I'm sure the campaign was fun, but just as the phrase "railroaded by Wizards of the Coast" will haunt my dreams forever. I mean, I guess that technically a lot of people who are playing the Adventure Pass already get railroaded by Wizards of the Coast, but like they kind of sign up for that too a little bit. You kind of sign up for that. A little chipped, like not chipped in, a little bit. We're just like could use a little bit more on there. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Sarkhan did it. Sarkhan did it for the love of dragon. His like, oh god. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm actively taking this brush and I'm like mashing it on accident against like everything on my desk. I just poked one of my Plague Marines directly in the face. Luckily, I guess like the angle I hit or something, there was no like enamel transfer. Man, I got lucky because of that. There we go. See, I'm just trying to like make these like little tentacle tendril bits a little more bloody. Nice, because I can also kind of like pull it back a little bit to kind of get like a little bit more of like the. You get like a little bit more of like the transition stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like some of the Magic World Zoo kind of seem like they would be fun to do TTRPGs in, but I've never actually picked up any of like the books for like the Theros one, stuff like that. Especially because I haven't heard any good things quality wise about those. So I do remember the Ravnica one lets you play as like a weird Simic hybrid though, which is kind of fun. Yeah, I guess I'll have to wait for that to dry and then I'll have to like take the little thin bits and just kind of pull it upwards. Yeah, oh yeah, Nicol, like, as soon as they put Nicol Bolas in gay baby jail, I'm like, he's coming back. Like, people are like, no, but everybody in the plains forgot about him now. Oh, I'm like, no, he's fucking coming back. You don't not kill a character like that. Like, you don't put him in jail like that if you don't want them to come back. Oh, yeah, no, oh, it's just like living in a match. Oh, you're not wrong, yeah. I mean, that was always kind of the issue with, like, even, like, I like the 3-block structure, but it was, like, block 1, this is a place. Block 3, oh, God, everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. It sucks. We're all dying. Like, I think there was very, very few planes where, like, things ended up better at the end. I think technically Lorwyn ended up fine because I think there was, like, some, like, equilibrium between the, like the Lorwyn and Shadowmoor sections of it. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, so R2 Cure was really just carried on to a tradition of like every Magic plane up until that point, which is like, it starts fine and then shit ends up worse for literally everyone else. The edges of this is actually like accumulating crust, and I need to see if I can like. I was like, I'm gonna scrape the crust off, and it's immediately falling on my desk. Well, the thing is, like, not really. I mean, kinda. Like, when Lorwyn was around, Planeswalkers didn't really have like a hugely active role in the story. So, like, that wasn't like a big that wasn't that big of a deal. I'm getting like a little bit of skin. How much? Like 10 minutes. I can at the very least get like the torso. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know. See, it's kind of weird because yeah, I feel like to a certain degree, even like if the players aren't powerful, you want to give them some level of agency. Like, I've ran games that like are like an objectively depressing set, like Dark Heresy, you know, where like in Dark Heresy, like yeah, are you like a cog in the Grand Imperial machine and do things suck for you? Yeah, but like usually you'll have some agency within your own story. But yeah, if the premise of that campaign was the Tarkir block's going to happen and you're just there, I guess that just feels really strange to me. I running that as a campaign feels really, really bizarre. Like, but the thing is, like, since time travel is on the table for Tarkir alone, effectively, you could just do the, like, oh yeah, so, like, you guys are part of, like a splintered timeline where you make it so that everything gets better, or, like, maybe you become planeswalkers and you fucking leave, and you go on big planeswalker adventures to maybe find some way to unfuck. It's just it's an odd choice. It's a very, very odd, that needs several coats. I want to try to build her kind of, like, lighter. I mean, I could do one chocolate nun and one regular chocolate and regular price. I could do one I guess like Caucasian skin tone and one kind of like African skin tone. That'd be fun. I'd do that actually. I used to have a bunch of like skin tones for that because I was gonna do that for some of my oh god, for some of my Warcry dudes a while ago. I have a bunch of Warcry models that were some of the first models I painted on stream, never finished, and I would actually just love to dunk those. I think I'm just gonna like isopropyl those one day and just repaint them on stream. Be like, yo, these were an early attempt. An early attempt was made. Just all those colors I had were G-Dubs colors. I wonder what. Like a dark flesh tone, but this could be a good brown. Burgundy brown? Yeah, let's try it. Let's just try it, I guess. Yeah, the answer. Darker Serpent, you can do nothing. Oh, that sounds incredibly shitty then. I do also like that one little bit of Bloombarrow lore where anything that enters Bloombarrow becomes an animal, including one of the Tarkir dragons that just ended up there. Or it's just like fucking just like I think its name's like Firehawk or something like that. And it's just like a four-winged bird. It's just like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm a bird here. Cool. I can still shoot fire though, so this is fine. This is fine. I need to try to remember what color I use. This looks so much better than that light skin tone. Holy shit. Look at like there though. Yeah, the Dragon Hawk. I always wanted, like, the problem is like I like the idea of building a deck in my head to the point where now like I like there's that new zombie commander Hashiton or whatever, Hachiton. The one that when you discard you make like you can pay mana to get like a zombie clone of something. The one that's really, really good. And like I reached a point where I was like, hey, I have stuff for that. Maybe I'll build it. And then I just thought it over and I just realized how the play patterns would go out. And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, I literally just went through like an entire fucking like deck building process in my head just so I didn't even need to build a deck. And that's not me being like, oh, I'm too smart for deck building. No, it's just like, I like deck building so much that like, but I like the idea of deck building, but like, I'll go through the idea churn quickly enough just to like where like even the original idea did not survive actually hitting paper. Yeah, it's also like probably doesn't help that like I was like, oh, this is neat, and then everybody's like, oh, we're all building this at the same time, and I'm like, I'm good, which is funny because I'm excited for the Titus deck, but also I've been looking for a good Bant token commander anyway, so like I was like, I was originally running Falco. The bird from New Capenna. He just wasn't like super fun, really. He didn't really do a whole lot. Like he had a shield counter, and I could like remove stuff from the top of my deck, but it felt like it was like never, like wasn't really doing as much as I would have liked. Yeah, that deck is like people kind of already know. It's like, well, what you do? Oh, you discard an Avacyn, and you make her a zombie, and then like you can discard something else to protect a lot of other shit. Like, oh, that's cool. Looking pretty legit. I'm gonna figure out what color I'll have to like. I'll choose another nonsense they're gonna be. Yeah, it's hard because like sometimes decks don't sound right like until you build them. Like you're like, oh, this feels like it'd be fun, and you have to like actually play it. There was a lady from the Strixhaven, like Josry or whatever, whose thing is that like she could magecraft to copy spell. Like basically you would like copy spells. You'd give shit like a weird pseudo storm. I was like, oh, this seems neat, and I built it, and then I was like, I played it exactly once, and I was like, oh no, this is boring. But it was even worse than boring, is because it was a pseudo storm deck. Like I never really built one before. I knew conceptually, but I was like, this one shouldn't be that bad because it's not actually Storm. It's just very similar to Storm, legally distinct from Storm. And no, I was just like, it was at that stage where you just play through the deck and your friends just kind of like, it's that thing I hate about Master Duel for Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like, oh, I get to watch the other player just like jerk off for 10 minutes and then they win, or worse, they jerk off for 10 minutes, don't win, and then at that point you're already kind of checked out anyway, and you still got to like carry through the game. Like, no, yeah, no, I'm not repeating that bullshit. So then I just took that deck apart and I was like, I'm good. I'm fine. There we go. Short promo pack. Ooh, yo, let's go. Oh, that's a good. I was gonna say that's a good one to get in a promo pack. Brian, it's like I get. It's very funny because I gave them helmets because usually the original model didn't have had empty hoods that were filled with nothing. So it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. But now they also got gas masks that they aren't wearing, and like, I think I thought about what to do with the gas masks, and like. This one holding a gas mask is kind of cool because it's like, ooh, it's ominous. It's like, maybe she just I'll probably just put like blood on the back of this gas mask and just be like, oh yeah, she just like ripped it off some dude's face. The other one's got it on her neck, and I don't know a great way around that. Like, I could chop it off, maybe? It's going to be like really hella jagged though. Yeah, that's always the thing. Is like in the Euro market, Magic cards are like way cheaper. And I don't know if you guys just get like less like ridiculous scalpers or if the demand is lessened. I don't know. I don't know what leads to like generally lower prices over there. But I'm jelly. I'm infinitely jelly. I could clip it? Ah, fuck. Oh yeah. If I did one with blood, I could just have I could just make these like weird trophy gas masks. Like, yeah, these aren't for her. She's just killed another guy. Just like wearing the gas mask just to fuck with them. All right, so they're drying, and with that, we have reached end of tonight's stream. Let's go to the chatting screen, everyone. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Why am I about to say Baba Booey? I don't know why. That's not even a verbal tick I got. Anyway, there we go, everyone. Thank you for coming, nerds. I had a fun stream schedule-wise. Bit of a warning in advance. I'm going to be getting hit by winter weather tomorrow. I'll probably be fine. I don't expect the power to go out, but it might. So I'm letting you all know now, just so you'll be prepared. Tomorrow, I hope to play Arcanum. Boy, howdy I do. Then on Thursday, we will not be doing movie night for Realsy Reels. We are going to be, what's it called? I'm going to be playing the Vermintide over at over on Loremaster stream. On Saturday, I'm going to continue to play Tokimeki Memorial. I'm going to try to romance the tomboy. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be doing some more mini painting. I actually don't know what I'm going to be painting on Sunday. I don't know yet. I will find the fuck out. So, let me see who be online right now. So, the people on the YouTube side, I think I'm going to cut you loose. How you doing, Geeky Ghost? Unfortunately, I am ending stream. Don't worry, I'll be playing video games tomorrow, so hopefully there'll be more HAL this week. Get that going.